Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thrive Ascendant Series number 2. The last one has came and gone. It was close. It went to a Game 7 grand final, and we hope we can repeat just a little bit of that action this weekend. I'm your host, TJ, and with me is my lovely co-host, Mr. Somber. Somber, how are we doing today, man?
It's a fantastic weekend, and just to be able to come in here and start the morning off with some Rocket League, and then continue it on this afternoon with some more amazing Rocket League is just it's great, man. I'm glad to be here and glad to be joined with you to cast some great games.
Yeah, have you gotten to cast a women's event before, or is this your first?
I did a women's tournament ran by I believe it was actually Rockstar and the Great Sporty FC. They did a women's Phoenix Cup
Yes.
tournament, and I was a part of that. I believe that you were part of that,
Yes,
but
shout out
on
the
the other
Phoenix Cup.
side of that, you were the coach of one of those teams. So this is not my first, but definitely still fresh to the commentating side of the scene. But it's gonna be awesome to be in the booth with you for a lot of these matchups.
Yeah, and these matchups are going to be so much fun. We have an absolute heater to kick the day off today. But before we get there, why don't we go ahead and let's throw up that bracket and let's talk about this, Somber, because there is some true ballers in this bracket. So I'm going to throw it to you first. Which team sticks out to you?
I mean, it's got to be the newcomer, BS Plus competition. You know the players, you know that squad. We do have Steven stepping in, kind of as a stand-in slash sub role, but I feel like that's going to be the team to watch. Of course, when you have any team, no matter what you call them, having Lilo, Alems, and Talibird up there as your number one seed is absolutely insane. So I feel like those are going to be kind of the two heavy hitters. We also have Courtney coming in for their stay in the tournament, see how far they can go. But I think that BS Plus competition is definitely going to be the premier team to contend with uh, Lilo, Alems, and Talibird in this run of things.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I am definitely looking at really chill team. I'm definitely looking at Lilo, Talibird, and Alems, especially after their run in the last event as well. Obviously, winning in 7 over Yas, Page, and Crimson, which is a pretty solid win for them, and especially in the very first version of these tournaments as well, and with the $500 prize pool, which is crazy. Now, granted, this weekend we're only competing for 250, but in terms of the players, I mean, again, the stakes are still here. And my pick today, I'm going to go with the sleeper pick. This don't drink and drive roster, which we're going to see play soon. First of all, don't even mention the name. We're just going to let that slide. But Courtney, Nessa, and McKalen, I know Nessa and McKalen very well. And I got to coach Nessa this last women's series, as you kind of already mentioned earlier. So I have a lot of faith in this team. They know how to have a really good time. And obviously, Courtney, somebody who does not need an introduction of any kind, somebody who's been around the scene at the very top for so long, easily being probably the best that North America has got to offer for almost her entire career. So I'm very excited to see how they do. And so on that note, Somber, let's talk about this matchup. The 4 seed, BS plus competition versus the 5 seed, don't drink and drive. Let's just talk predictions here.
I mean, best of three to start things off. We're going to see that all the way up until our winners finals. I feel like you got to start hot, and BS Plus competition coming out and being a roster that has played a lot together, even with Steven coming in and subbing in. I feel like you gotta. I'm gonna give it three. I don't doubt the talents of Courtney and Nessa, but give me BS competition in three, man. I gotta take it.
Yeah. Well, we agree with one thing. I do think it's going to 3. But unfortunately, I have to stick with the crazy predictions. I have to be the outlier. I'm gonna rock with my homegirls. I'm gonna rock with Nessa. I'm gonna rock with McKalen. I'm going with Don't Drink and Drive. So I'm excited to see. So we'll let our wonderful match admin go ahead and check in on these players and make sure they are fully ready to go. And this is just the start here on stream. Is that we have so much Rocket League to be played today. I know for some of you general sports fans, there's some other really important things going on today, but we are here for Rocket League right here. Winners quarters, 4 seed, 5 seed. Let's get it kicked off, Somber.
We cannot understate how big this is going to be for just the weekend. I feel like this is going to be a very tightly contested tournament. We have 9 teams showing up, but only one will prevail at the end of the day. Will it be one of the new competitors? Will we see a repeat of back-to-back? Maybe a dynasty forming? Who knows? But it's Slumpy getting us kicked off first with the opening goal off the dish by Alanis. Just wraps around the corner. Stan, one touch, Slumpy mid, and dunks it home. One on the board for the Zebras.
Slumpy, I think the only player who grinds both the game and Twitter with the exact same amount of hours. And so very excited to see what they're able to do today. Slumpy, by the way, very funny on Twitter, I must add. Both these teams, hilarious to be around. Didn't get the chance to talk about BS Plus. But like you mentioned, they're talented, they're fun to be around, and that's of this first 30-second period. They're already off to the exact start you predicted.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it as we see a second goal lock on in. This time it's Alanis. And just coming off that sidewall, one touchdown and the follow through. Gonna be good to go for goal number 2. I mean, I want to say that BS Plus competition is kind of the top end of the women's scene right now. You got players that aren't necessarily signed to an org. They haven't found that 3-stack quite yet, but even with a player like Steven coming in as a sub position, Slumpy and Alanis, the competitions that they've played through, the chemistry that they have is going to lead to results like this. 3-0 opening minute, TJ.
I mean, I was really hoping that maybe we get some chaos here to kick off the day, but so far it is exactly what the script could possibly write. 4 seed, dominance, BS Plus, like you mentioned, a team with experience, a team with plenty of wins under their belt as well, especially with the org backing. I mean, this is kind of what we expect to see, I guess, if we're going purely statistical.
I mean, Rocket League is a game of numbers, but it's also a game of swings and inches, and that one just narrowly out of the goal line. Nessa trying to keep the pressure on here in this blue half. Courtney now able to grab some resources there. Slumpy denies that attempt. Nessa takes to the ceiling. Can't find control on it, though. It's Alanis on the clear out, but only as far as the midfield stripe. McKaylin slows down the pace, but instantly challenged by Steven. Now to the skies. It's mid, but the demo does not do nothing. Slumpy still looking around, looking for a shot. Gets beat out by Courtney. You got Nessa pre-jumping there. Wants the dish, but can't find it. And we are starting to see some of that chaos run through here. The pre-jumps coming out even down 3-0. The confidence at an all-time high, but so is Steven skying up for that double. 4 goals now for BS Plus competition.
I mean, Steven just going to work. I think Nessa and Courtney maybe having a little too much fun so far to kick off game 1. I really thought Courtney was going to kind of get something moving there. I think she has to be the catalyst in terms of Don't Drink and Drive actually having any sort of movement, hopefully within legal bounds, hopefully not under the influence, but I don't know, Somber, they might be under a few right now.
They're definitely looking a little bit woozy on the pitch, we'll say that. Some scrambles here and there, but I mean, again, you just gotta credit the we're here and we're gonna play offense. It's up to you to stop us. And so far, a big old donut on the side of Don't Drink and Drive, not leading to really anything. They've had a few good looks, TJ. They've had a few, but not being able to capitalize. The pre-jumps getting a little bit silly with it. I'm sure that they're here for just the vibes, but BS Plus competition came to play.
McKaylin try and push onto that ball, but out of their own corner, not gonna be able to find too much. Courtney, great side flip, try and keep it in the orange corner, and that one almost own goal, but Courtney will be able to stay on for now. Just pick up the 100, but gets bumped off, and now Steven's got the chance to go back for it. Actually will find the dunk, as Nessa was able to kind of snipe him right there midair. We'll see McKaylin try and find something. It'll be a double commit, and once again, BS Plus just gets possession after possession, and Somber, we're only halfway through game 1.
Halfway through, 5 goals, on pace for 10, but maybe at this point they're just trying to bleed the clock, get over to game 2. This is an open net, but Slumpy back in time to just skirt that one away. It's to the corner, no follow through good on that. Courtney did their best to try to punch it home, but nothing on the receiving side. We might see a counter down here. Alanis not able to make contact with the back of the net on that one. Slumpy keeps it alive. Steven just bails out of that touch, gets beat, but that rotation is crisp and clean. We're back on defense, able to make a play. And Steven, again, they got their savior already. And now under 2 to go. Things still looking fully in control for the Zebras.
Do Steven try and find Alanis on that side wall? Instead, it'll be McKaylin taking a great touch, looking for Nessa, who does find a great double with that Damas. Not able to place the wheels on that ball correctly, though, so it falls to Courtney, who is immediately taken out of the play, and McKaylin can't follow either. So must come back to Nessa, who gets a solid 50, but actually will go dead middle, and now Alanis has a chance here off the backboard to Slumpy. Slumpy looking off the sidewall, but nobody's there. After Nessa did find a demo to give McCallan a little bit of room, but only so much that they're able to do here, pushing towards the corner. Backboard was open. Courtney, though, will not find the read. Nessa in a 1v3. Steven looking for the corner read. Won't find it. Alanis on net. Blocked by Nessa. Can Courtney turn on this? We'll let McCallan go, and the orange team, we'll see Don't Drink and Drive get a little bit of time here.
Just a little bit, but now they have a look downfield. It's Courtney to the backboard. No teammate there, but McCallan goes late, and that's going to be goal number 1 for Don't Drink and Drive. 60 ticks on the clock exactly. Things not looking too hot, but they are showing life at least.
I mean, you take what you can get, right? Especially 5-0 going in the last 60 seconds. I mean, your odds are definitely in the single digits, but we've seen crazier things happen, Sombra. I know me and you have a lot of experience in the collegiate side of things, which I think probably has about the same amount of chaos as this side of the field goes, but we'll see what game 1 has in store. Still a little bit of time left, and Courtney might be able to find a second goal if they're able to beat Alanis, but instead, it's a great pass over to Steven. Steven looking for Slumpy, who kind of just takes their time off the sidewall. Doesn't need to make an immediate touch. Up 4 with 30 seconds to go. Nessa looking to try and change that, but falls to Courtney instead. Immediately challenged by Slumpy, but a great beat. He's going to force Steven an awkward spot. Comes McCallan looking for their second. Will not be able to find it, and with 25 seconds left, they've got to make a move here, Somber.
I do like the pressure that they're starting to put on late game here. Try to find a rhythm going into game 2, because best of 3, that may be all you got after this clock hits 0. So try to warm up, try to get something going, and just GG regain in game 2. But again, it's BS Plus competition. They've been having to play a lot more defensively in this last minute, and they're holding up well, and they're still pouring on the offense. They don't care that the game's solidly in the bag. They're going to tack on a 6th here with 5 left on the clock.
I mean, what more can you do? I mean, you're down 4, have to send the entire house and probably then some. So unfortunately, it's just going to open that net up a little too much for BS Plus to find an open lane. And this game definitely over. They may look for the Brazil, will not be able to find it. Game 1 completely up and done, and confidently up and done as well. As Somber, I'm not even sure the positives you can take away from that one.
I feel like the positives come in that last minute. I really liked what I saw out of Don't Drink and Drive on the offensive side. They were starting to get their offense rotations a little bit more dialed in and starting to create some pressure here and there. But at the end of the day, I feel like the name of the game is hitting your shots. Because if you look at Don't Drink and Drive, it's a total of 10 shots with only 1 goal coming from it. So you're getting looks at the net. You just got to find the back of it. And I think if they can find a way to do that and not go down 4 in the hole immediately off rip in the opening minute and a half, it's going to be a much tighter contest in game 2, but we'll see.
One of the weird parts about that series that it feels like that Courtney and company are having fun with this tournament. I don't think that they're fully trying to sweat out for that top 2 kind of prize money placement, but shot wise and kind of placement wise as well, they're really not that far off. We're talking about a 10 to, if my math is correct, 13 shot differential in favor of BS Plus. And so honestly, if this roster wants to sweat it out for game 2, I don't see why this shouldn't be a close game. But they've actually got to make those strides. They've got to maybe stop pre-jumping as heavily, maybe stick to some of the basics and the essentials. But game 2 has all of the answers, Samba. Take us in.
Well, here we go into game number 2 here. Best of 3. This could be getting sent down to the lower bracket early here for Don't Drink and Drive. Courtney and co looking to stay alive in this series. And like we saw at the end of the game number 1, they got the chops. They have the skill to stay in this, but BS Plus competition, they are taking this 100% serious off rip. They're not doubting their opponent across the pitch from them. They are showing disrespect by disrespecting you on the scoreboard, not disrespect by taking it easy. So it's going to be tough to try to take a team like that who has their foot on the gas pedal. Oh. But Nessa, go ahead and get you that double. Goal number 1 to open things up is a beauty.
Well, there you go. Full team effort. McCallan passes it up to Nessa. Nessa finds a great double tap straight down. It's a great start for Don't Drink and Drive. Also, speaking of that wonderful team name, McCallan has changed her name to a parentheses of faded after it. So I'm not sure what exactly matters, but Nessa, the exact opposite, very alert and almost found a second double tap there.
Yeah, and they continue to put the offense on as they almost find a play out of the corner, but we now find ourselves back into this orange half. Steven off that sidewall, pre-jump of that touch out from the last defender on the orange half. Alanis downfield, big clear, but we got someone pre-jump. I believe it was Slumpy, but it's right back in the hands of Steven. Gonna take their time all the way back into the corner, find that 100 pad, and try to go to work. They got the possession. They're looking for something, looking for the dunk. Courtney on the back line, though, gonna negate that attempt there. BS competition need to find something here. They're looking at the midfield, good presence there. McKaylin down below, good 50. Lannis not able to follow through. Slumpy not able to. Steven last on that back line. Plenty of boost in the tank. Alana's going to take their time, be able to collect some resources. Flick over one, no follow through. Right now, Don't Drink and Drive holding that midfield very well.
I see a team bump for BS Plus, and now Steven's going to try and find maybe a mini sort of psycho off the corner there. Slumpy actually will get possession out of it, but Nessa, full boost, not concerned, not worried, doesn't have to immediately push. Has a full tank of boost, and is just going to let Alanis kind of push it towards the orange half. This is going to be awkward, though, as someone's got to make a play, and Michaela with no boost, trying to make something happen, but now it's going to be down to Alanis to try and flick something middle. Will beat one. Here comes Slumpy. No, Steven jumped as well, so no immediate shot, but Nessa completely whips on it from, I believe, the squishy attempt.
We'll have to see. I don't really know. It was just a whole lot of chaos on the back line. Yeah, Nessa just did not have that flip falling off the ceiling of that goal to get through and follow that up with a squishy touch. But we got to tie a ball game. 3 minutes now on the clock. See if BS Plus competition can kind of build on the grace that the defense gave them, or if Don't Drink and Drive are going to wake back up. We got McKaylin faded, trying to find something downfield. Big 50. No read comes out from Steven. Nessa, big clang to that backboard. Courtney can read, puts it on target. The demo comes through, but the shot just off target. Found the post instead. We got more offense from Don't Drink and Drive. Alana's going to find a big clear downfield. Nessa can't read that one. Courtney down below, going to try to play with some possession here. Has Nessa go for a headhunting play, but decides to rotate back. Alanis and Steven have to combine for the save. Slumpy now has to go, utilizes their own backboard. Nessa keeps it central. No teammate available as of right now. Courtney plays out a bit slow, plays it off the bounce. McKaylin gets 50'd out by Steven, and a relieving clear downfield, going to give BS competition some space to work with.
I mean, it feels like we're watching a brand new team. Not exactly the same story that we just witnessed in game one at all. And BS Plus actually, it feels like they're struggling here in their own midfield, trying to make something happen. And as I say that, the net's going to open up completely for a shot to come through. But again, the misrotation here in game two, starting to bother BS Plus. And wait a minute, McKaylin's got a chance to get a counterattack going. The net is wide open. McKaylin's got to flick it. Slumpy reads it, though, as McKaylin did not place it on that left side. Gave it away dead center. Speaking of dead center, this could be a pass, but Nessa can't really get an extra one. And wait a minute, McKaylin accidentally mistimes their jump. Courtney has to be the one to come in and save the day for now, which if you are Don't Drink and Drive, that's kind of what I would have expected coming into this one. And there it is once again, but you cannot let Courtney be the ultimate savior. You've got to start making some moves. You've got to help them out. And now Nessa accidentally might just own goal here, and something can't touch it. And almost 60 seconds left here, Somber. We are getting close down to the wire in game two.
Absolutely. And you know, as a competitor, you probably don't like these foot race plays that they keep making back to back to back. But as a spectator, you gotta love the scramble for both these teams, just trying to barely inch out one another on their own back line. They are leaving way too many open nets. Eventually, the dam has to give, and you're gonna get a breakthrough goal here, but see who concedes first. It might be Steven trying to snipe that one top bins. Alanis with the follow-up, tried to slow play it, got a good favorable 50. Slumpy now, no boost to follow, but has a teammate in an Alanis trying to shoot that one on target. Nessa utilizing that Dominus hitbox to barely inch that one out. Steven now solo play, flip, reset, uses it late. Courtney denies. Alanis down below, can't beat out McKaylin. This one's still mid, but everyone for BS Plus competition, low resources. Slumpy able to turn and make a play. Alanis gets a demo, gonna open things up and continue the push for BS Plus competition. Slumpy to the backboard, looking for the double, but everyone for Don't Drink and Drive on that back wall, denying the attempt. Steven to the skies, flip reset, fakes it low, tries to take it all the way, but we might see overtime unless BS Plus competition can utilize this pressure that they're getting. Breakthrough play, McKaylin keeps it alive, looks for the shot, but denied by Steven. We see overtime.
All right, overtime in game two. Content pieces. Speaking of content, Nessa trying to do it, and she will do exactly that. 4 seconds in. 2-1, and Don't Drink and Drive behind the wheel force in game three.
Oh man, what a play. You just hit the little head bob, the little hezzy move, and you get the defense to bite. You're able to dunk it on through. Don't drink and drive. Equalizing in this series here. We see game 3 to kick off the bat. And if this is an indication of how this afternoon slash early evening is going to go, I'm here for it, man.
I mean, how about that? Again, completely different storyline than what we saw in game one. And kind of some shock factors here. It was Steven leading the way for BS Plus, 1 for 6. And I don't even think that's a fair stat line to give them because they were good shots, but don't drink and drive, playing great defense, and all three players getting involved as well. Granted, towards the end, it was definitely the Courtney show on the defensive line, but I think one thing you got to look at here too is the way Slumpy and Alanis were trying to rotate midfield. It seemed like they were kind of stumbling over each other, tripping over each other, even there, trying to find the right place for that second player in the rotation to be. And so here, Somber, heading into game 3, you got one more chance for you to go to losers bracket.
Yeah, it's going to be definitely interesting to see if we see a swing from BS Plus competition because that dominant game 1, I think that it truly was just don't drink and drive, trying to play with the vibes meta. And they said, all right, we got to lock in for game 2. We can't get sent to lowers this early, especially with the caliber of team we have. But on the opposite side of that pitch is a team that's just as good. And now you face elimination, or excuse me, relegation to the lower bracket for either side. Going to be a very interesting game 3. Nessa leading the way with both goals scored to see if Courtney or McKaylin can get involved in that goal scoring party that they seem to want to have, or BS Plus competition will have a reminiscent game 3 like they did in game 1.
Without further ado, here we go. We get game 3 after an overtime in our very first series of the day. I don't know what more we could ask for out of our closest seeded matchup of the entire tournament so far. See how the rest of the bracket plays out after this series wraps up. And Courtney trying to find the conclusion to this one a little quicker than normal. Nessa looking for that bottom corner. Steven commits. McKaylin finds the open side, and it's 1-0 once again.
The defense from BS Plus competition. Steven just no boost, decides to take a little snack break on the post. And it's a wide open net for the cleanup. McKaylin comes screaming in to get goal number 1. And now they got a lead. See if they can build on it. BS Plus competition. You got a little bit of a misplay there on the back line. Tighten things up and find opportunities downfield. But it's Courtney off the kickoff, taken to the skies. That's 2 in rapid succession. Don't drink and drive. They have fully awoken in this series.
Well, how about that? I thought for certain we could count on Steven to make that touch there, but unfortunately for them, not able to find it. Courtney will take the open lane and push it exactly where it needed to go off the bar. 2-0 here. I think it's their biggest lead of the entire series.
Absolutely. I mean, you have a blanket, you have a safety net. You can start to play a little bit more reckless and start getting mechy. Courtney looking for the ceiling reset on that one, but you know, you're not in a situation where, hey, if we overcommit, we get that one goal against us, we're now equal in the series or equal in the game and got to try to fight from behind and play through some tough game. But you're now ahead by 2. You got a little bit of leeway. You can start to open up the playbook a little bit, you know, start pulling out the Wildcat.
I like that. College football, plenty of it today. But we're here for Rocket League, Somber. Don't get me started now, especially me being at UGA. You know I'm down to talk football anytime. But I will talk a little bit of it in this game because it's been kind of that type of slugfest gameplay that we'd expect to see in a football game. It's kind of been a little messy at times, but at the end of the day, everything will hopefully be calm, cool, and calculated like this passing play right here. It's all 3 members. How about all 6 players in the lobby getting their hands on this one? And now the counter might open up for Don't Drink and Drive, but instead Solana's getting there first. It's going to be an accidental pass from McKaylin, and Slumpy off the top bar. It will be denied. Trying to get one more to Steven. Denied again. Alanis one more off the corner. Can they find a touch middle? No, it'll bounce back. Steven able to find one. Can they kind of carry Slumpy's kind of chance here? Middle. No, they will not. And here comes the Courtney counter.
Very, very messy on that back line for Don't Drink and Drive, but they persevere. Still, that 2-0 scoreline remains. Alanis out of the corner, trying to find the pre-flip touch there. Steven able to get a good 50, but not favorable enough. Courtney right there to send to the sidewall. Alanis shot on target, but denied by Nessa. And it's a shot from Slumpy to cut the lead in half just before halftime. And this is a very much needed goal here for BS Plus competition. Give you a little bit of momentum heading into this latter half of game 3.
I mean, how much can you take before it becomes too much, right? I mean, so many shots came in, so many close saves, and Nessa almost found the pre-jump on that one as well. And so there's a lot of good signs, a lot of green flags heading into the back half of this game. But Somber, still a lot of Rocket League to be played, still a lot of shots left, still a lot of reads to be made, like that one that came off that weird lip of the ceiling, but it will not be found. Now Alana's a chance to dunk McKaylin, but will not. See Slumpy try and place this one. Courtney actually was a little awkward coming off the corner of the goal there, and Steven's double now going to open up a chance for the team to push through. It'll be Alanis and Slumpy. Slumpy with a chance here. Going to be another double commit from Don't Drink and Drive. This is going to be a shot, but Steven, again, a crucial miss in front of the net. Alanis can't find it. Steven trying to stay on, but once again, BS Plus just exchanging blows. This one will be read by Courtney, but the boost is starting to get thin for Don't Drink and Drive.
Still, the turnaround from Don't Drink and Drive, their defense, I mean, it's a mess at times, but it's working.
Oh.
That time it did not, because Chaos on the back line, bump attempt tried to come through, had to try to dodge it. McKaylin puts it out central, dangerous place to put it because Alanis right there to snipe the center of the net. We got an equal ball game. Minute 45 on the clock. Game 3 is definitely turning into something interesting.
All right, well, seems like the BS Plus, the team that, again, we talked about this, they have so much experience. They have the org backing. That right there are the plays that I would expect them to be consistently making. Those demos through the back line, those communications where you can purely rely on your first man to go through and open up a lane for you and already kind of shoot that ball on net, and it worked out. I would imagine it's going to be the way they win this game as well. But Don't Drink and Drive have definitely made themselves a threat, especially after what was a really funny warm-up game one, as McKaylin put it in the Twitch chat already. And as I say that, double commit in the corner. It's going to leave Nessa in 1v3. Is able to beat 2, though. We'll have to watch out for the turnaround. Looks like Alanis won't go just yet. Nessa might find the double, but will not for now. Steven, Slumpy both going. Slumpy will be the one to find contact. Now it's going to be Alanis getting dunked as well. Last minute here, Don't Drink and Drive looking confident, pushing into the blue half. But just like that, here comes the counter. That's on net, and Nessa cannot get there. It is 3 straight for BS Plus.
What a favorable 50. I mean, Courtney, they go at the right time, but Steven just reads that one and it says return to sender. That's going in your net, buddy. 3-2 now, and it's been a 3-goal swing for BS Plus competition here to wrap things out, but still almost a minute left on the clock. You got some time if you don't drink and drive, but it is quickly dwindling, and so are your chances as Slumpy takes it from midfield to goal line all themselves to get this one 4-2 now for BS Plus competition.
I mean, just when we thought that there was hope, just when we saw the 2-0 lead, my, has it faded. It has been completely doubled in the span of just a few minutes. And with just about 30 seconds left to go here, you need a miracle to get at least some momentum building if you don't drink and drive.
This is a multinational competition right now, so we might see some Sam antics, some late game, quick, multiple goal scoring opportunities. But right now, the defense for BS Plus competition is holding strong. They are guarding that back line with their life, and a big clear downfield. Gonna just tick more time off this clock. Final 10 seconds now. It is all but over. BS Plus competition, 4-goal swing. Don't drink and drive. We're up 2-0, and we're gonna have a final scoreline of 4-2 to advance them on to winner semifinals, dropping Don't Drink and Drive to the lowers to try to make their run there.
I mean, dang, a little scary for BS Plus at times, but again, the team with the tenure, the team with the mentality that they've shared over their competitions, over what I think that roster's been together for more than a year, I think, unless I maybe stand corrected. But either way, playing like the more confident team, playing with the most synergy, and they just had to lock in. They scored 4 straight in game 3. It's about perfect result, perfect comeback you could ask for to kick off the day, Somber.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got the thrills, you got the highs and lows, you got some stuff to work on going into your next match and some things to lock in. But hey, if that's your first match played for BS Plus competition and Don't Drink and Drive, you got a good shot going through. But definitely the tenure came out in those crunch time situations in game 3, came out and led them into the next part of the upper bracket. They still got that second life alive in their back pocket, but we now look forward to the next one. And I believe we got a little bit of time before that opens up, and we'll throw it to a quick break. But first, we want to thank Gamer Advantage today. They are the ones behind this, sponsoring it. And in addition to the prize pool, we are going to be having $150 worth of Gamer Advantage gift cards going to the winners of this competition here today. So you get a little extra incentive in addition to the cash prize money in your back pocket. Gamer Advantage is the only clinically proven blue light glasses studied by doctors to block out blue light, reduce eye strain, and improve sleep quality. So make sure to go ahead and check them out if you are in need of something like that in your life. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and throw this to a quick break. Be back with more Rocket League shortly.
We were catching diamonds in the rain, letting precious water through the drain. Stars were dancing in their light, paths that we could never run. Oh, they were dancing way up high. We built these walls so we could find who could prove themselves through the waves of time. We're trying to repent before you sin. It's like giving up before you begin. Stars were dancing in their light, paths that we could never run. Oh, they were dancing way up high. Stars were dancing in their light, future we will never run. Dirt on our feet was bone dry, it was bone dry. Thought another goal is all we needed. Taking second chances till we bleed. And when all the love had been depleted, we had but no choice to concede. As the stars were dancing in their light, paths that we could never run. Oh, they were dancing way up high. Stars were dancing in their light, future we will never run. Dirt on our feet was bone dry, it was bone dry. stuck inside of these walls within. I don't recognize who I've turned into. I'm losing hope in getting myself back. Everything around me starting to turn black. Don't tell me you're hurt again. Tell me how wrong I am. Tell me how it's all my fault. Yeah, I've met my match again. Starting from scratch again.
And welcome back to the Thrive Ascendant Series number 2. We're here for $250 with 9 of some of the best women's and femme identifying teams across the entire world as we actually run across kind of a pretty funny matchup here. I'm your host, DJ TJ. With me is my co-host, the lovely Somber. Somber, do you want to kind of break us down as to what we're about to witness here in winter semis, might I add?
Yeah, so we got two rosters here. We got
We do have two
a
rosters.
we got a fairly familiar roster in Kate, Bella, and Emmy. But on the opposite side, if you paid attention to Ascendant Series number 1, we got some familiar faces from our second place team in that run of things. Yas, Crimson, and now new addition Sniper. With Yas coming over from Morocco, playing on these USE servers, so we'll see how that is. But we got some international competition yet again on the pitch lined up for our second game of the afternoon, evening, night, wherever you're from. We got some great Rocket League lined up nonetheless. But Yas coming in from Morocco, we just saw what they did in FIFA E, so maybe continuing to hold the banner proud and have some good results here in the second match on stream.
Oh, and I'll let production if they want to. We can throw out bracket and talk about it. But one thing I will mention is that's going up is that last Ascendant series in the first one, these rosters played in the losers finals, but not exactly the rosters because Bella and Kate played with Ravina instead of Emmy. And from my experience in this scene, Emmy is a cold-hearted killer. So I expect them to be incredible. I expect them to be the upgrade that I think this team needs to maybe take down this exact roster they've already kind of ran into and had troubles with before. But there is only one way to tell. Also, in that exact same event, they beat them in winter semis. Talking about this former Gen G roster, they beat them in semis, but then lost them in losers finals. So I don't really know where we're going with this, but as you can see in the rest of the bracket, things have been relatively calm. No crazy upsets. Other than that last series kind of coming down to the wire. And yeah, I mean, from what I'm seeing, Somber, I don't think anything really sticks out to you either here.
Yeah, not particularly. I feel like things are just kind of running how they're set out to run. I wouldn't say supposed to, because anything can happen any given Sunday and all that. Even though we're on a Saturday, but yeah, so far so good, I guess. Bracket's been running how I anticipated it to, and we now get to see kind of probably the first shakeup that we might see with Nameless coming in, and they were the number 2 team from the last one. They got a little bit of some expectations on them now to have a similar run. They did have to make it through the lower bracket this time, but maybe they'll see a grand finals appearance through uppers this time. We'll see. They do have a very tough test ahead of them, though.
Yeah, and so before we get to predictions, before we hop into this lovely game here in winter semis, I must mention that we are going to have some giveaways. We have two $20 gift cards we're going to be giving away during this stream. We will have more information on how you can get your hands on those gift cards later, but that means that you have to stay here, you have to sit with us, and you have to watch these games. And the content has only just begun. We're not even halfway through the broadcast. We've only gone one series in. And even though the series are short, they are going to get longer. We're going to have a best of 5 in winners finals, and then we're going to have a best of 7 in grand finals. So these winners semi somber, a best of 3. And so on that note, how are we feeling prediction wise?
Man, I feel like again picking the milk toast answer. Give me Team 62 in 3.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was going to say the exact same thing. So we'll kind of just caster curse it, and hopefully Team 62 is able to handle that. But on that note, I will let our lovely match admin let the players know that it is showtime. It is game time. Both these teams did not break a sweat in winners quarters. They are undefeated coming into this series right here, and they split last event 1-1. And especially when it mattered the most. So let's see here. Winners semis, a crucial spot to get one step closer to the money.
one step closer to the grand finals, one step closer to that prize pool. And like we said before break, in addition to the prize pool for these players, they got $150 worth of Gamer Advantage gift cards coming their way as well. So a lot on the line and a lot to play for here today. Gonna probably be the toughest match so far. Like you said, undefeated for both these teams. They're gonna have to catch an L some way or another and have to try to then make a lower bracket run. But game one, to open things up, gonna be having these first opening 30 seconds, just kind of both teams feeling each other out, seeing what they can get away with, see what they can do to open up the offense. Nothing looking too dangerous as of yet, but Emmy gonna put this one center. Bella and Kate both kind of rotate back to that midfield. Kate, quick pop over Sniper and gets the touch to go. Looks like it may have been a pool shot. Kate getting a little physical on that play there, but we got an interesting goal to open things up here.
I mean, I was a little confused. I thought Sniper had this for sure with a full tank of boost and the angle on it too, but just didn't get there quick enough. And so for the former Gen G roster, Team 62 off to a very hot start. One thing I was going to add as well was that I would imagine that with Emmy, this team can be a lot more mechanical as well. As whenever I got the chance to, I say play, but I guess coach against Emmy, that was always somebody that I know we like kind of had to mark on the pitch and make sure that somebody had their eyes on them at all times. And I would imagine for Crimson, the entire crew of Nameless are going to have to do the same. Here comes an opportunity for them as Crimson looks middle. Sniper's got a chance, bottom corner. It's going to hit 4 cars. Bella's got the chance for a counter, but not enough boost. It's going to fall to Kate.
Definitely feel like that shout on having Emmy be the player to watch in this lobby, at least for the side of Team 62, is definitely a great one. But going on to the other side of the pitch, yes, I feel like they are going to be that player for Nameless. They had a great showing and were really the offensive catalyst in a lot of the games that they played in Ascendant Series #1. See if they can have kind of a replicated style of play here. They are having to have a new third. Maybe it's just team comp. Maybe they know that other teams are going to be making upgrades. They now are on people's radars, and you got to continue to just build on this team. But so far, nothing on the side of offense for Nameless. It's a big old donut over on the scoreboard. See if they can open things up, but the midfield being held really well by Team 62. Might see something here. Crimson looking for a pinch off the sidewall. Bella gonna shut down that idea immediately. Yas able to get past one, but not past Kate. Lurking on that sidewall, looking for the solo play. Crimson from down below keeps it over into their own corner. Emmy now looking to make a play. Crimson, low boost. Able to grab a pad there and top up the resources just a bit. Looking for the solo play. Gets it past the defense and quick response by Crimson just before halftime. Gonna get this one equal back up.
I mean, we are just completely seeing red on the pitch. It is the Crimson show by a mile. 300 points here halfway through. And I never like to use the word carrying, but I mean, Somber, I feel like I can see the backpacks on the cars at this point.
Just a little bit, you know, and of course, as we're trying to talk about a carry, we got Emmy coming in and just getting that one off of kickoff, doing a little bit of a light carry over there for Team 62. 304 on the scoreboard for them, but although the difference between first and second not as great as over on Nameless's side, but Emmy definitely showing out and trying to be the leader for this game 1 dub. See here if we can get another response by Nameless. They're going to play it slow. Is Crimson in that corner off the sidewall looking for past one. It's an open net. Just have to read the rebound and no boost means no goal. Defense able to scramble back and it might be a counter the other way with Emmy.
Emmy looking for the read, but Crimson already grabbing that mid boost and quickly getting up and finding a teammate as well. They do kind of conflict there on the sidewall, and Bell won't be able to find the dunk, so they get a little bit of time to breathe, but Crimson, not a lot of boost to work with, has to try and get a bang out of this, and will do so. Sniper, unfortunately, will kind of die for those actions. Kayla going to take out Yas. The net is wide open. Sniper will just barely get there, and a potential dagger goal denied, and still plenty of Rocket League left to be played, but with the way this series is going, it feels like that if Yas and Sniper aren't able to maybe find some plays here in the midfield, that this might just kind of end the way that it's currently written. This touch over towards Bella, but Bella read by Crimson. An epic save on the goal line. Now Yas looking for the counter, not able to find it. Emmy, kind of a pre-flip there. A great challenge. Now Kate's got a net to put this ball towards. Only one player left. Crimson looking to beat one and will do so past Bella. So it comes down to Crimson and Emmy meeting in the corner. Crimson not able to find that one, but Emmy's got more in the tank. No reset, but a very powerful, not even a flip, just a Monkey Moon Tech pushing their way into that one. Bella looking to push this one middle. Kate fakes one, looks for a 50, but now here comes the counter once again, and it's just completely back and forth with 60 seconds left to go.
I have a shot here. Yas tries to remain middle with that one, but can't find a teammate with a shot on target. Kate just going to claim this one downfield. Now just trying to waste time. Yas returns fire. Crimson on the pre-jump, looking for the double out of the corner. Finds it central. Sniper going to put it top bins, and Sniper does just that on the net. We got an equal ball game, 45 ticks to go.
I mean, it's in the name, is it not? Top left, put exactly where it needed to be. Tied here in game one. And I don't know, Somber, I got a weird feeling that overtime might be looming.
Might just be that, but we have seen the kickoff shenanigans. Yas to the skies, Crimson on the pre-jump. Kate able to deny that, intercept the passing lane. Bella down to that back wall area. Emmy puts it back central off the backboard, but defense from Yas gonna put it right back into the hands of Kate though, waiting at that midfield. Bella up for it early, looks for the touch. Emmy down below, has the 1v1, loses out against Yas. Sniper low boost, fights for the 50. Bella wins that one out. Crimson out of the corner, has one down below. Emmy screams in for that touch. It's gonna waterfall down. Crimson able to clear that one into the corner, just trying to kill clock. They want to trust their ice, they want to play for overtime, but the offense from Team 62 still building. They might have one counter here. Yas no boost. It's gonna touch down, and game one overtime to add to the antics for this stream so far. See who comes out on top.
Second overtime of the stream, and we get it in game one instead of game two this time. And again, it's winner semis. It is best of three. You do not get second chances, really. And Yas has to make sure that they don't need a second chance for that touch. Will not. Sniper's bumped out. The net's wide open. Emmy just needs to get a touch here, and they will not. Yas will actually somehow find the perfect read and the pinch to delay any other counter. What an incredible play by them.
Emmy just has to flutter that boost with low resources and not quick enough to the ball. Defense now possibly turning into offense here for Nameless. That's a shot on target by Sniper. Couldn't snipe the center of net on that one. Crimson with a great 50 in the sky. Emmy able to follow that touch up though. Yes, waiting there. Demo on the back line, no good. Defended away by Bella. Sniper looking central, soft touch intercepted. Emmy just gonna give away possession. Yas gonna regain here, grab some resources, able to use that flip late. Crimson could not be found on the passing attempt, but two touches now. It's central. Sniper tries to 50, but the goal line denies them. Post plays a little bit of hero there for Team 62.
I think Sniper actually tried to place that on that kind of backside of the orange defender there. I didn't see who it was exactly, but wow, just barely denied. Now here comes another counter for Team 62, and Crimson finally gets a little bit of breathing room. Sniper no boost though, so Bella's got to make sure this one's on net, and it will be. Bar down. Yas was out of position, and Bella will make them pay.
This is a very crazy shot to have go in. It looked so off. It looked like it was going bar and out. It looked like it was going to hit the flat side of the bar, but it just kisses that corner and it's bar and in. Team 62 take a clutch overtime dub here in game one. That's going to be a very much needed game one victory, but again, Nameless playing from across the pond on high ping and being able to keep up with a team like this. A great showing from them. Still lots of things to bring into game two to bring some momentum and kind of some solace to this loss, even though that it was so heartbreaking. Team 62, they might just roll through.
I mean, as an American myself, I unfortunately have to admit that I think EU might just own us, Somber. I think they might. And even though Nameless did not pick up that one, they are playing, like you mentioned, extremely close on 100+ ping. And I think Sniper was at 150 the entire time. And for them to place almost two perfect shots, including what should have been the winner if the game was a little bit nicer, maybe a little bit more forgiving. So I don't think there's much to sound the alarms off at. But definitely, I mean, your backs are against the wall. It's best of three. So just like that, you're on match point. You got to make a reverse sweep happen. Now, granted, we saw last series. It is possible, but the denial is also just as possible. So we head to Forbidden Temple for game number 2. Team 62 looking to end things here.
Looking to do just that. Send this Nameless squad down to the lower bracket where they are not unfamiliar with that run that they would have to make, but it's going to be definitely tougher. We've seen some more stacked rosters in this go of things for Ascendant Series number 2. This is going to be a tough fought battle in game 2. Very close game 1. Nameless was scrappy till the end and just some unfortunate physics on that goal line and a well-placed shot ended up with a loss. We see Team 62 here on offense immediately. Very different opening 30 seconds than game number 1. We might see a goal here. Everyone up for it, but no one able to sink the shot. Counter now on from Yas, able to win that 50 out, jump that one off the backboard. Emmy now trying to scrape around that back corner. Crimson up early for it. Soft touch right back to Emmy. Emmy plays it down below. 50 goes wayward just off the post and up that backboard. Crimson now with a touch into the corner. Sniper wants to follow, but Emmy quick to it. Now they have 2 touches here off that side wall. Bella down below. Can't get 50 from Sniper. Yes, shot on target. Emmy able to put that to the backboard. Sniper now down below. Great 50 from them. Yes, right back on it, but can't find the touch. Kate downfield. 1v1 against Sniper. Tries to put the top bins. Bella faked out on the rebound. Back to Emmy, but a little bit of a miscommunication on that one. Was not expecting the pass to come through. Still at the midfield is Team 62, but we're going to just take a second for everyone to reset.
I mean, Yas and Sniper have woken up completely. Like the last series, too, a completely different swing of things as we are already a minute 30 in and extremely contested like the last one. We haven't seen a goal just yet. Now, granted, Team 62 has definitely been the favorites in the first minute 30 here as they continue to find some very narrow opportunities. And Kate's going to try and continue that trend off the ceiling, but Yas, very quick to deny. Bella has to be careful with their catch here. She's going to be able to beat 2, though. We'll see. Maybe there's one more in the tank for her. Yes, there is. Emmy's there. Bottom right corner is open. What a play from Bella to clear things up.
Bella just no boost and just kind of marching through the entire defense, and Crimson not quick enough back on the rotate. There's a wide open net. Great way to open things up for Team 62. And now you have a little bit of momentum going your way. You're feeling a little bit confident, especially if you're Bella. You're over here frying the defense on no boost. Imagine what you could do in the skies. We now take to them. For Bella off that backboard. Down to Emmy. Emmy redirect downfield, but a little bit too slow. Yas back, playing that safety. Emmy now. Great bang off the sidewall. Crimson now over to Sniper. Sniper tries to play possession, plays it underneath Emmy. Bella backwards, but able to make a touch there. Crimson, one into the corner. Kate would have jumped that one early. Bella, big boom downfield, and gonna try to trace that one down themselves. Looking for the double tap, puts the center for Emmy. Emmy up for it. Looking for the double themselves. Triple tap, no good. Crimson underneath, gonna play this one to the sidewall. A little bit congested there with Yas, but they regain on the rotate. Emmy backflip into that one. Yas up early, cuts off their teammate in the corner. Bella keeps away one away from Central. Crimson gets beat out by Kate. Kate downfield, able to grab a couple pads and the corner. Sniper there with the early touch. Emmy to the backboard, looking for the drop down pass, looking for the double, but no good. These wild shots coming out from Team 62 might just work. The backflip just off, and the pitch off the post clears it out from danger. But Team 62 still on the attack.
Team 62, time and time again, playing with the heartstrings, I think, of all of us here, pushing the post to the absolute limit. Emmy's going to try and push the team to the limit here for Nameless, and Kate's going to try and continue that off the ceiling. Can they find one more middle? Yes, they will. Bella was unfortunately backwards, but will be ready to go for the next one. Backboard is the plan. Backboard is what is executed, and Emmy will make sure that the signature on that one is signed and what could potentially be the dagger here.
Signed, sealed, delivered. It's a great play yet again from Bella. Able to 50 that one perfectly mid. All you got to do is tap it in. Emmy does just that. Under 90 seconds left in this game number 2, and confident does Team 62 look. They are rolling through with now a safety net. They get to open up the offense a bit. Emmy downfield looking for the 50. Bella keeps it alive at the mid. Kate right back to Emmy on that sidewall, looking back Central, but Bella a bit too late to it. Finds Sniper on the 50. Crimson trying to track this one down. Pace starting to become a very apparent issue as Team 62 is just playing at breakneck speeds. They don't have an e-brake. They only have a gas pedal. They are going full throttle here on offense. Under a minute remain. They're looking to just pressure cook Nameless out into the lower bracket. Bella one more into the corner, looking for another. Ends up putting that one backwards, but Emmy right there. Crimson there to 50, but Kate quick on the rotation. Sniper able to 51 out there. Crimson with the beat over the top, lining up the double. Yas can't read it, but Sniper back in the midfield. Keeping this one on the orange half. Kate gets beat out. That one Central, but Bella quick denial. Kate downfield. Emmy on the pre-jump. Couldn't find the shot. but the long play downfield going to waste more time off the clock, and Team 62 look to continue that play.
I mean, 20 seconds left here, and there really hasn't been any good looks for Nameless, and they continue to struggle here. And with 10 seconds left, they have to make something happen right now to even have a chance, but Crimson has no boost, and Yas will be very promptly met at the rim, and Crimson, the same, is kind of there for their fate as well. And Team 62, like you mentioned, foot on the gas. I think foot on the necks might be more appropriate.
Yeah, they definitely wanted that one to be over and done with. Go ahead and just advance on through. They now look to play winner of Really Chill Team in BS Plus competition. The winners of the last event going up against the new competition. And now awaiting them in winners finals is going to be Team 62. Purely seeding, that was an upset. But I feel like on paper, you look at the rosters, I feel like Team 62 was the clear cut, but I thought that would be a lot closer from our runners up from number one.
I was honestly, I mean, there's only one event to go off of, but it's hard to see teams like that who we literally saw the exact same storyline play out so far in the last event was that we saw the former Gen G roster, we saw Team 62 go up 2-0 and dominate in winners semis, but whenever they met in losers finals, it was a completely different story. Now, granted, if it's going to repeat itself today, I have absolutely no idea, but there is a lot still left to talk about. Obviously, winners finals will be up next, but of course, Somber, I cannot forget about our incredible friends over at Gamer Advantage. You mentioned that obviously, if you're looking for blue light glasses, they are the place to go. But I've got to name you off a few of these stats that I was looking at earlier that I'm pretty impressed about as well. 98% of those surveyed saw significant sleep improvement, and 94 of those same surveyed people would wear them every single day, just as their main pair of glasses. So that right there, that's some good words. That's some good confidence from high paying customers there, Somber.
Yeah, absolutely. And if any of that interests you, you can go ahead. We have that giveaway $20 on the line for two of you lucky viewers to go ahead and get in on that sweet, sweet deal from Gamers Advantage. Again, shout out to them for sponsoring the event here over at Thrive for the Ascendant Series number 2. But TJ, I feel like we got to go ahead and start wrapping things up and get into the next series, as I have a feeling that our next one's going to be a clanger.
Yeah, we are also going to have this giveaway. We're going to actually have the winner be announced after the break. So you're going to see it pop up right there in your Twitch chat. All you need to do is type Thrive with a capital T in Twitch chat. So make sure that you go type Thrive with a capital T. And we will see who our winner is after this break. Don't go anywhere.
all this pain. Don't you lie to me. Say it's all okay when it feels like I'm drowning. I hate to say goodbye, but it's time to go. All I need is, all I need is, all I need is someone else. Hey, what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? I have an open invitation, but you're telling me go get lost. I don't wanna see your face. Yeah, what the hell? So why don't we stay out till the morning light? Cause two wrongs can make a right. We're just doing what we feeling right now. Some Chardonnay, we camp in the parking lot. Leave traces of plastic cups. We're just doing what we feeling right now. So what the hell? Why you hanging on the rooftop by yourself? Always waiting for the one, but I got news for you. I'm the best that you can get, so what the hell? Yeah, what the hell? So The night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul. I wish that you could save me from my isolation. It's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. It's crazy. Night has come, it's cold and losing my control. Your light is gone, and lonely darkness fill my soul.
Welcome back to the Thrive Ascendant Series number 2 once again. I'm your host, DJ TJ. With me is the lovely Somber. And Somber, we have some great news to deliver. We have our giveaway winner. I'll let you do the honors.
Yeah, fantastic news indeed. Winner number one of our giveaway here today for the Thrive Ascendant Series number 2, it's going to be Kate, Kate underscore IX. So if you want to go ahead and make a ticket in the Thrive server, they will go ahead and get you all set up. And if you want to use their Thrive code on Gamer Advantage, you'll get another 20% off your order on top of the $20 you're going to be getting towards that purchase. So congratulations to Kate. We do still have one more winner to announce later in the broadcast. So if you want to just go ahead and throw a capital T Thrive in the chat, you may have a chance yet still to get in on the giveaway action.
Yeah, I mean, Kate is in the match, by the way, that we are about to play.
Yeah.
So good for her. But I think she's got a few more important things at hand, a lot more money on the table as well. For those of you who are coming in late, we are competing for $250 split between first and second. It is 150 to 100. So you got to make grands. It's as simple as that. You have to make grands. But the good thing for these teams that they've finally survived the best of 3 stage of things. So as long as they win, you don't see best of threes ever again. But if you lose here in winners final, you go to losers final, which is a best of 3. And that right there, which is a pure money match for at least second place, you do not want to be in that situation. And you know what, Somber? We actually get our first look at the top seed here in this match. And it's not just any top seed.
Yeah, I mean, I would venture to say it's the top seed. If you're familiar with Rocket League and RLCS to any capacity, these names are going to be immediately. Oh yeah, I know who those are. We got a Lems, Lilo, and Bird over for Tally Bird rather for a really chill team, and then we just saw Team 62 with Emmy, Bella, and Kate. This is going to be another fantastic matchup, and I'm glad that this is a best of 5 because we just get more content.
This series will hopefully give it too. Now, one thing I will say is that in the last Ascendant series, these teams played in winners finals. It was a 3-1, but that was without Emmy. That was with Ravina in place of Emmy. So I do think that with Emmy, who is an extremely high level player, somebody who I would definitely put faith in to lead my team, I think that this should be closer. I think we could go to 5. And granted, we do still have a grand final. We do still have a losers final. Also, a losers bracket is still playing out. And we also saw a very interesting upset. We saw Don't Drink and Drive lose to 20 past 2, which is Maisie Pie and Slender. So congrats to them, but they are playing nameless. So we'll see how they do. So on that note, Somber, let's talk about this winners final. Give me your predictions before we throw ourselves into the best of 5.
Even with what I just saw of Team 62, I I think that you're you're kind of inching close to a game 5, but I think realistically, really chill team in 4, man.
Yeah, you're better than me. I think still we see really chill team. I think they're gonna get it in 3. I honestly think they're gonna get game 1. I think that's gonna be the only chance for Team 62 to kind of get some momentum moving. And then I've seen these players play so much, and I've never seen a Lems lose. Like I just no matter what I watch, I feel like I've never seen them lose. But there is only one way to tell Somber, and so we're going to make sure the players are completely ready to go as they have been in our test lobby, making sure that they're all set. Obviously, we do have some players who are not from NA in the lobby, so they got to make sure they're getting all their stuff kind of overall set because we do have so many players not from NA in this tournament. Funny enough, in the top 3, top 4 as well. And so, as soon as the players are ready to go, we will throw ourselves right into the match here, Somber. But again, I would love to see more than 3 games, but who knows here in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like 3 is very generous. I feel like Team 62 got at least one in them, but we will see how things unfold here. Best of 5. You don't have to scramble after game 1 loss. You can give up that one game, get a little bit of a warm up, get a little bit of a feeler out there, but then after that, it is all business. See who comes out on top here first in game number 1.
I mean, we've seen cracks in the armor. The team that Team 62 just beat took this roster to 7 in grand finals in the last Ascendant series. So it's not impossible, but it seems like they just tend to dominate this stage. And most of these teams, whenever they run into them for the first time, don't tend to make it out alive. So I think that's where my prediction comes from. But obviously, Kate and Bella did a great job in the last event, and Emmy coming in is a very, very good upgrade as she's going to find a demo early here. And we'll see Lilo tap this one up. Not going to be able to find a reset, but we'll try and fake for Bird. But Talibur not able to jump into it exactly, so Bella has the chance to play off of Emmy's air dribble bump. And how about this one to kick it off?
They heard the desk. They said, you want to call it a sweep? We're going to go out and play bully ball. Bully on the back line. Emmy gets the demo, and Bella able to tuck that one to bed. Opening minute, opening goal. And what a way to start things here.
I mean, it's the perfect start for Team 62. Like I was saying, I mean, it's a best of 5, so obviously it's not as, I don't want to say miserable, but maybe as close, narrow odds as a best of 3, as Bird's just going to casually clip on us real quick. Let's take a second away from my point. Look at this one here, Somber.
Absolutely beautiful. Talibird skies up, finds the read, drop down shot, bounce it in. It just, again, I feel like this is a peak lobby, right? This is some of the best, if not the best talent in the women's seed going head to head. And it's not a grand finals. It's just a best of 5. We don't have 7 here. So it's going to be hard fought through and through. Right now we got an equal ball game with Emmy looking to change that with a reset off the ceiling. Used it early though to just make up space against that ball. Lems 50 out by Bella, but Lilo right there on the cleanup finds a little rotation on that ball to bounce it through. And Lems one more touch out central. Bella up early for it. Lilo just gonna retreat back, wait for that touch from Kate. Does not come through though. Lilo gets sideswiped and then demos for the revenge. Lems tracking this one down, low boost, hoping that mid spawns. It does not, but they find the pinch back into the orange corner. Kate looking for one more. Lilo touch mid, gonna go right towards that blue net, but cleared away by Talibird. Lilo to the ceiling, denied by Emmy. Lems down below, trying to take it by themselves. They sky up for it. Ceiling reset, finds the backboard and finds Talibird for goal number 2 here. That's too quick now for a really chill team.
If you're coming in late, you've never seen what a Lems can do, yeah, replay that one. You're going to see that more than once, and probably we're going to see double-digit clips from a player like that. A Lems opening up the door completely and getting things off to a great start. They grab the lead once again, or sorry, for the first time in this game, and we might just see it be tied up, but a Lems, as I mentioned them, already back on the ball.
Back on it, quick defensive rotations coming out from really chill team. Bit clustered up now, trying to find some space. Talibird gets a good 50 there. Bella right back on the ball though. Looks to take it underneath the defense, but Lilo comes from the ceiling to deny that one. Kate out of the corner finds Emmy. Lilo from behind cannot defend it, but Bird can to get that save on the back line. Bella pinch out central, looking for one more pop high, but backboard defense from Talibird. Be a little bit awkward here. They drop that one down.
Oh,
Kate finds the crossbar, but Emmy on the cleanup gonna equalize this one. It was almost dangerous there, finding the crossbar. The fourth defender playing for a really chill team, but Emmy with the cleanup gonna get us back equal.
I mean, thank your lucky stars Emmy was there. That would have hurt desperately if Kate would have slammed that off the bar and it would not have found the back of the net. But off of the mistake from Bird, actually might be another mistake, but Lilo's there to make sure that it's not a crucial one, as it was almost a great 2-goal swing for T62. But now here comes the Lems looking for a double tap, tries to get down there, but gets too close to the backboard, just kind of has to force it back middle. And now here comes another counter. Bella looks for that top corner, maybe for some sort of backboard pass, but instead it's another counter going the other way. And Alems just finds the power off of, I think it was a wave dash on the ground of this one.
Yeah, just a real simple touch into that. They wanted to go for the high shot, but ends up just rocketing it off that hood. Lilo tried to go in for the secure slash steal, however you want to call it, but just cannot make it. And it finds its way right there, tucked in by that right side post. And they find themselves back out in front, but still less than 2 minutes on the clock. Plenty of time for Team 62 to find a come around game plan here, but it's going to be Tally Bird on the shot, goes high and far right on that upper 90. Kate trying to find a play downfield for Bella. Bella denied. Demo on Emmy comes through.
Oh.
Bella looking for the secure, but could not find contact. Tallybird having to come out and make the save. Alems flip, reset, used late. Able to get it past Kate. Emmy on that back line saves away. Lilo looking for a touch off that sidewall. Could not find the redirect. Alems down below, able to get a good 50 there. Emmy awkward on that back line, able to clear it out into their corner. Still dangerous, but they find the response Clang downfield. Lilo taking their time, able to grab some resources here. Takes it sidewall to sidewall into the hands of Tallybird. Tallybird has to beat out Bella, but Bella able to win that battle. It's now Kate and Lilo who can get there first. It is Kate, but now no resources. Able to come back down off that corner, grab some boost. Tallybird redirect into the orange corner there. Emmy waiting for it. Tallybird plays it slow, has the flick. Kate there, a little bit too slow on the offensive shot. No good. Still looming pressure for really chill team. No shots coming out from it yet. Might see one from Lilo, and again failed out just a bit from no reset on that one.
The LMs finally take a chance here in the midfield and trying to beat two. I mean, they have continually managed to beat out the team multiple times, and now we'll see a fake come out from Lilo that will force Lems to come. I'll go all the way back and play this third man role here, but wait a minute, Burst bumped off, and just like that, we are somehow tied after dominant defense for the last minute and a half. It just fades away.
19 seconds on the clock. Are we going to see back-to-back series with an opening game overtime? I hope so, because a 3-3 scoreline, 19 on the clock. Going to be tough with how both these teams have been playing defense to find a go-ahead goal, but the dagger could come at any moment. Lems trying to use that ceiling reset late for a 50, does so wonderfully. Emmy with a quick flick. Lilo gets bumped by their own teammate. Emmy on the follow through, gonna find it off the post, and they get tangled on the back line. Chaos ensues. Tallybird and Lilo just the slightest of bumps and it messes up the recovery. 4-3 now in favor of Team 62.
Not even sure what to say there. I mean, 6 seconds left. There's one last chance. Lem's gonna bump one, but then gets bumped right back into it. It actually will work out in the favor, as I think maybe a Psycho that was maybe meant more for possession, and now it's gonna be a very close, narrow challenge. Bella can't ground it. Lilo's got a chance here to find Tallybird, who maybe can find one middle off the corner. Lem's the shot on net, but it's saved away by Emmy and Team 62. I thought for certain we were going to see I thought we were going to see a 1-0 lead without a problem for Really Chill Team. They had so much control up until one mistake that Team 62 capitalized on twice.
Yeah, it was definitely they found the slightest of gaps and hit it at 100 miles an hour. We're able to find those very few and rare misses and miscalculations by really chill teams. Team 62, great win to open things up. But again, best of 5. You are not facing danger quite just yet for really chill team. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this lobby timer to regain, recollect your thoughts, and get right back into the next one. Looking to now make a swing going the opposite way.
I will say we don't have the exact game scores from the first series, but I would imagine that it was one of the first 2 games that the former Gen G roster, who was under Happy in the last event, now under Team 62, I would believe it was probably one of the first 2 games they grabbed in that series to make that 3-1 scoreline happen. So I've been proven wrong. I'm definitely willing to admit that, and I thought for certain we would see Really Chill Team hop off to a great start here, but can they actually build off it, and can they develop off of it, and maybe even parlay it into a series win here? Forbidden Temple's got the answers.
Absolutely. We see kickoff here for game number 2 in Forbidden Temple. See if the trio of Talibird, Lilo, and Alems can go ahead and get things started. It wasn't a bad showing at all in game 1. It was just Team 62. They found the opportunities and capitalized on it. And now looking at Really Chill Team, you got to do just that on the opposite side. The opportunities that present themselves, you got to sink those shots. You got to make those plays. I think that in their heart of hearts, they know exactly that. Alems was looking for the shot. This one might just roll in anyways. The great fake, absolutely calculated there by their teammate downfield. Talibird just gonna get that one to soft bounce in.
Yeah, I mean, Bella with the lens right there in front of the net as well. Just kind of had to give it a chance, give it a shot, see what happens. And unfortunately, 30 seconds in, I worry that this right here is the point where we see Really Chill Teams start to lock in. But, I mean, Team 62 proved last game that even when they lose the early lead, that it's no concern to them. They don't play panic, they don't play rushed, and if anything, they actually played better under the pressure there. But don't want to see any crazy weird mistakes out of Really Chill Team once again. You want to see a true kind of grudge match between these 2 teams, especially in what could be a grand finals rematch as well, whenever we have a best of 7 to stand on and see what happens. But for now, we're only in game 2 of the best of 5, but it is crazy to think we live in a world where Team 62 could be on match point in the next 4 minutes.
Absolutely. It's a very strange world we live in, but that's a great save coming out from Bella, keeping this one still at 1-0. Lems looking to keep the pressure going, try to get it central. Lilo, a little bit awkward there, but able to make the touch over to Talibird off that sidewall. Kate backward just pops it high. Talibird right back on it. Drop down pass to Lilo. Met by Kate, though. Keeps it on the orange half. Lilo trying to wrap back around on that ball. Lems, quick shot. Gonna find the post, but it's favorable on that bounce in. 2-0 now for Really Chill Team. Like you said, might be a little bit worrisome for Team 62 that they're starting to heat up here.
It's unfortunate for Bella. I don't think that she saw that Alems was in the area. I think Alems just literally landed and turned around immediately. So, hey, fair play to them. We'll see Bella try and get maybe a get back of some kind here, but that reset will not be useful just yet. Emmy will try and make use of it, but can't find one of their own as well. So now Bird, unfortunately, not able to find the landing they wanted. So we'll have to be a kind of booming clear, but up 2 here. I mean, again, I don't want to sound like I'm glazing here, but I don't see this team choke often. And even when Talibird had the unfortunate interaction with the top bar there in that last game, that was a shock to me. And we'll see, maybe is there a third for Bird here? And how about this one? And as I talk about Talibird, she'll put it all to rest.
Speak and they will make a play. Talibird goes all the way through the defense. I think Alems was also trying to run some interference and getting someone to jump early. Ended up being a failed challenge, but 3-0. This is very much the Really Chill Team that we expected going into this tournament. Very big turnaround from game number 1 into game 2.
See Alems try and keep the momentum going. We are only halfway through game 2, so there is still a lot that can happen. But if this does stay the same, I would imagine that there's a lot to take away from this game. If you are Team 62, like, you might gotta move a little bit quicker on defense. That probably should have been the 4th goal, but for now, we'll be held off. Talibird gonna look for another double, won't find it. Lilo cannot follow it immediately, but does force both Bella and Kate off the play. Maybe one more in store, but no, Bella does have enough boost to challenge. Now here comes Alems, looking for the reset, looking for maybe a pass middle, but Talibird just a little too aggressive under the rotation. But again, 2 minutes left, up by 3. I mean, there's only so much for them to lose. They just got to make sure they play consistent on defense. And Alems and Lilo will do that exactly. Alems looking for a fake, a flick over Bella. Top, Ben's place where it needed to be. What a great play from Alems to find their second.
What we're starting to see now is what we saw in the opening minutes of game 1, which is just pace domination, pace control. They're controlling the tempo at which Team 62 is allowed to play defense. They're able to hit these change-up plays. You think Lilo's going to go for a shot on target, have a Lems bump you, but no, they're going to pass it off and they're going to lull you into a 1v1. They're going to win out. And being up 4-0 right now, you have to respect every option. So when they're able to get in these 2v1 situations, you got to just go. And when you do, and you're not making contact with the ball, it's going to be right back in your net. So it's a very tough situation to find yourself in, being down such a massive amount and having an offense like this coming at you. But I mean, really chill team, credit to them. It's a big turnaround. They kind of let their foot off the gas just a tad and gave up a few too many gaps in their defense that led to them losing that game one. They're now storming back here in game two as we see Lems on the solo play looking for the breezy but could not find it. Talibird looking for Lems off that back wall, trying to get a bump, just removes Kate, says get out of here, this is my zone. And again, it's the aggression, it's the pace of play. They are just dictating what Team 62 can do in their own half.
I mean, the point that I was making in game one was that a lot of the teams in this bracket, especially in the first series, whenever you run into this Alems Lilo combo, as Lilo's just going to make that point known to everybody as I continue on, the more you run into this combo, the more that you try to get used to it. But it seems like that every single time that a roster hits them for the first time, it is a absolute brick wall. Now, granted, like we already mentioned, this team was forced to 7 in grands, but if you're Team 62, you would not want to have to go through that best of 3 losers match, especially when you got upset in it last time. And the storyline for both these teams looking very, very similar as what the first series gave us. It's 6-0 here, Somber.
I want to say this is what you expect out of this team, but looking at who's against them on the other side of the pitch, I did not, in my wildest dreams, think that this one would be a 6-0 contest with 35 seconds still left on the clock. And knowing the squad, they're going to look for more. Alems is looking for a 7th. Lilo wanted to come in and make that a passing play, but ends up going wayward out into that left corner. Now Talibird trying to line up a double, finds it, but denied by Bella, guarded that one well. They're now off the sidewall, looking for a goal downfield, try to find some momentum late game here, so that way it is not a complete and utter shutout, but 10 seconds left on the clock. It has been all really chill team, and it looks to continue to be that way, as this is going to go down in the record books as a 6-0 shutout game 2 and a huge swing in momentum for this best of 5.
I mean, I feel like I gotta wake up and maybe rub my eyes a little bit. I'm not sure what we just witnessed here, Summer. A complete, again, this random theme of every series just being completely different in game 1 and 2. I don't know what it is other than that. Maybe it just speaks to how highly um, competitive these players are and their experience playing each other for so long, especially these combos right here. I mean, we see members of Gen G, we see members of G2. There's a lot of rivalry in this lobby. And so, you want to talk about kind of getting your part done? And I guess I mentioned your get back earlier. I mean, this right here, that's case in point. 6-0, almost a 7th one towards the end there, but maybe a little bit of freestyling, but that just speaks to the confidence of really chill team. And I hate saying this, but I think I expect it to happen again. Maybe not that bad, but who knows?
Yeah, I could definitely see another shutout in the books. The way that they just lived in that orange half, they didn't really allow Team 62 to get really any looks, despite them having 5 shots. Uh, I feel like those were mainly just centers that counted as a shot. We didn't see anything too threatening, and on the couple occasions that they were a tad threatening, dealt with very handily and ended up becoming opportunities downfield. So I feel like they're definitely 100% in the driver's seat going forward, and it's now up to Team 62 in this game 3 as we head to DFH Stadium to try to turn things around.
We'll see what is the answer. We'll see if Team 62 has anything in the tank to compete, or if maybe it is just a really chill team, just dominating. I mean, shoot, just like the meme, it's in the Start GG picture, and they're playing like it right now. No concerns, no worries, but maybe there's something to be worried about right now as Lilo left by theirself. But I mean, he was not able to find the bump, so they do survive for now. We'll see Talibird try and push this down the side wall. Lems will try and do the same, and Kate doing a great job to take 2 out of the play, but now Lilo looking to get this counter up and moving. Talibird wasn't ready for the first touch, but ready for the 50 on Bella. Kate Also finding something on that blue backboard maybe, but now Lilo looking for a Lems for a redirect, and a Lems putting it straight on. Bella was ready for it, but Bella an accidental touch, and Talibird will make do with it, and that's just an unfortunate mistake in the first minute.
It's almost like Talibird knew exactly where that ball was going to go. They were up so far out and were able to use the wide part of the top of the car, just bounce it underneath the defense, open things up. Opening minute, 51 seconds is all it takes to get a goal on the board for Really Chill Team.
Already a minute in. Psycho attempt maybe from Lilo. I believe it was a pass actually, but who knows what we can see today, especially with 2 more series left to go after this. But this one definitely not written or done or anywhere near that point, as we are still tied only in game number 3, and Team 62, especially with the addition of Emmy this week, are going to try and find some form of momentum heading into what will hopefully end up being a grand final run for them, and especially getting their fair exchange of that money. But I know a team that's looking to repeat, and that's a Lems and company right now, who are continuing to be back on the shutout pace that we mentioned between the games here. And so far, the defense looks good, the offense has been consistent, and unfortunately with Team 62, they've already made the first mistake.
And at this point, you're just thankful that it's just one, because by this point in the contest, for game number 1, you were down multiple goals, but a great touch coming out from Emmy to equalize here. Definitely another big swing game here. Very different from game 2.
I mean, cast or curse, my bad. I mentioned the shutout, and just like that, tied 1-1. So 3 minutes left to go. Team 62 very much still in this game. And one thing I like that you mentioned as well in the break between games was that even though the result was crazy, you look at the 3 players on the other side of this lobby, especially on the orange side, and you never expect a 6-0. And so I really think that that was a pure fluke game. And as I say that, a shot goes top right on that orange net. But they're starting to handle the pressure well. They're also adjusting well. They're starting to make some better rotational kind of insta-chows they need to do, like this one right here that somebody need to go for. And now both Emmy and Kate will end up being kind of thrown into this one. But here comes another potential shot. Calibur and Alem's not able to make do with the opportunity presented to themselves there. And Emmy, that right there is a crucial clear at the halfway point of game 3.
Volleyball starting to come through, and it is just absolute lapse in awareness of where you're at on the pitch. Demo comes through and just panic ensues. You think you can get a beat, but with no boost and a Lem's behind that ball, it's a rocket into the back of your net. 2-1 now for Really Chill Team as they look to maybe kind of instill some more dominance than what we saw in game number 2 into this one, as Alem's looking for a sidewall redirect. Lilo just muscles through Bella looking for a shot there. Kate gets beat out by Talibird. Lilo mid looking for the double here. Did not quite get it lined up in time. Alem's quick to the ball though, keeping the pressure on. Stealing challenge from Kate is successful. Talibird wanting to get the touch there. Lilo now soft lob looking for the dunk. Was able to get the 50 though into the corner and grab the resources. Bella with nothing in the tank, drop down 50. Got a demo trade at the midfield. Talibird looking to keep this one alive. Got the reset, uses it just to get back down to the ground, not leave Lilo stranded there in no man's land. Now off the sidewall, a little bit of resources in the tank to work with. Alems denied on the shot attempt. Emmy now has to try to quickly turn. Talibird right back on it. And we are seeing what we saw in game number 2. It is pressure on pressure on pressure, and it is building here. Finally, you find your way back into the blue half. Got to make good of this opportunity. It's a downfield play intercepted by Bella, and great awareness there. You saw the counter on and immediately shut it down.
We're almost seeing an exact replica of game 1. It was 2-1 in favor of Really Chill Team, and then the scoring just started going crazy in the last 2 minutes. And so for Team 62, you know that you can make something happen here, but unfortunately for them, Really Chill Team will shut it down here on what was a great counter from Bird and Lilo.
Lilo just camping that sidewall, jumps it at the precisely perfect time. The back line on Team 62 expected Bella to get that touch, but not enough boost in the tank to make that reach. Got a 3-1 scoreline now as we are slowly approaching the final 60 seconds here. Lems 50'd out and a lot of chaos there at the midfield, but Bella able to waver through the storm, has the 1v1, goes top bins and gets it right back. What a play from Bella.
I cannot believe that that's how that play just developed. All 3 members just kind of sniping it off each other's corners, and just like that, it leads to a Bella dribble, and of all the players that you could give on this Team 62 side, I like Bella's chances in that 1v1.
We also love the Lilo teamwork on the chat to cap off that play. Just a perfect
Whoa.
end to that play as a
Oh
crazy
my
touch coming out
God.
from Limbs, and another one comes through. What is the end of this game?
I mean, again, like I mentioned, all the scoring started in crunch time, and Talibird comes out of nowhere and destroys Emmy on the challenge after Lems had already beat 2. And so, hey, an eye for an eye here with 40 seconds left.
I guess so. Just going tit for tat here in the scoring department late game. Try to see, how many haymakers you can throw at the other team and see what kind of punches they can roll with here. And this might be another goal here for Lems, but denied on that back wall. Bella now trying to find the wraparound play. Lems over to Lilo. Lilo finds the back of the net. I thought that was post, but no, it's fast enough to skirt the post.
I mean, why not? They're just going to keep finding passing lanes, and no matter where they put the ball, it just always seems like it's going to find the back of the net. So right here, they learned from game 1 and made the adjustments quickly. Got the 6-0, and they're on verge of scoring 6 again here in game 3.
Even if the game ended now, 11 goals between two games is absolutely insane. That one rattles around the woodwork, cannot find the back of the net. Alems, even this one alive, wants to go for the solo play. Flip reset immediately off the wall, looking for a second, but couldn't make the reach. Emmy, big clear downfield, look for one for the road. They're going to find it. 4 ticks left. And they might be able to find one off kickoff, but if that's the way this game ends, I mean, you'll take it if you're Team 62.
I mean, I'm willing to believe in miracles a little bit. Maybe we see a Spanish or maybe something out of the ordinary here on kickoff. Let's see. What does Team 62 pull out here? It looks like it was going to try and be a kill middle, but the middle man did lead the rotation instantly. So nobody's there to make the push for that potential 4th goal. And just like that, it was a little less convincing than game 2. But for the most part, I don't think we were concerned about Really Chill Team finding game 3.
I mean, the way game 1 was shaken out, we maybe were concerned a little bit, but after a 6-0, this is a great performance yet again. You got some late goals there from Team 62 to make this look more like a close game and a close contest, but it really was just Really Chill Team back in the driver's seat and continuing their dominance that they had. Although it wasn't as dominant, it was still very, very impressive. The offense looks lethal as ever. They have shaken off whatever they had in game number 1 and are looking right back to form.
Yeah, I mean, chat agrees with us. The prediction results were coming through, and it looks like that almost every single game people are rooting for Really Chill Team. I mean, our desk predictions were like that, and right now, Somber, we're 1 game away from making yours come true, and 1 game away from Really Chill Team finding their share of that prize money, at least $100, and also a slew of other rewards from what I saw on StarGG. But we'll touch on that after this series, and we definitely aren't done. We could easily go to game 5. Now, granted, does Team 62 have it in them? I'm not sure, Somber.
Yeah, the way that last game looked, you got a little bit in the tank, but do you have enough to overcome the challenge that is this Really Chill Team squad, as they have just been lights out?
I was laughing at Alems talking about, we're here in Utopia. Or wait, no, sorry. We're here on, why am I forgetting the name? Urban Coliseum?
Yeah, Urban Central.
Sorry, Urban Central. And for some reason, I guess Alems is not a fan of it. And hey, maybe it'll work out for Team 62. They get the early lead here.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, map debuff, I guess, for Lem says you don't like the map, you don't play good, I guess. As that's an opening goal for Bella. But Team 62, again, like you said, we could see 5 here, but do they have it in them? They're showing that they got at least a dog in this fight as they open up the scoring, but can they continue to do so? As it's Bella taking it again, looking for the double tap, but couldn't find it. Emmy there on the cleanup, denied by Talibird. No boost to follow through, though. It's midfield presence again for Team 62. Kate looking for the bump. Emmy mid, 2 goals quickly for Team 62.
All right, well, Team 62 just turns it up completely. All 3 members not afraid to get down and dirty on the blue back line, and just like that, 2 quick goals. I'm not sure if maybe the map's still playing a point into the defense of Really Chill Team anymore.
Yeah, maybe it's no longer affecting them. They're just genuinely playing better. Definitely a big turnaround, but
Woo!
this all uh, what
We didn't see that.
we didn't see that. No, we don't miss those, Tallybird. We don't. It never happened. Scrub it from the tape. The VOD will be edited. Alems now has a breakaway chance downfield. They are able to continue through the corner. Wanted that ceiling reset. They've been going to that. Has been feeding the hot hand on that play, but couldn't find it there. Tallybird gets beat out by Emmy and dunked. Kate to the backboard. Lilo takes away that read. Bella down below, puts the shot on, but Lilo falling, able to save that one away. Emmy now on the solo attempt, drops it down, can't find the negative angle, but Bella finds the cleanup, and 3 straight goals. Team 62 want champs field.
I mean, really chill team. They're missing boosts. They're missing their jumps. Something is up. I'm not sure exactly what it is. The pings have stayed the same, but something has changed here in game number 4. And maybe it's Team 62's wake-up call, especially after the 6-0. Maybe it's a little delayed, but regardless, 3-0 here a minute 30 in. It's a really good spot to be in.
I feel like it just took them some time to warm up. We started to see that comeback. We started to see the offense start rolling again in the previous game, but here now, they are full swing. They are fully back in it. This one might just be a misplay by Lilo, almost capitalized on by Bella, but they were able to regain very quickly on that play. Play some defense downfield. Alems was trying to line up double, got bumped off track. Lilo off that sidewall, bumping Kate downfield. Ends up being advantageous for him. Emmy camping mid, but no boost. Bella pre-jumps that one from their own back line, able to get the 50 out there. Alems puts a shot on target. Emmy denies it. Lems back, follow through, no good. Emmy and Kate both there, heavily guarding that goal line. Bella, a little bit of a 50-50 there. Tallybird on the pre-flip shot, denied by Kate. Great defense coming out from Team 62 right now as they are surviving shot after shot. Tallybird over to Alems. Alems on the solo play over one, gets the demo, but Kate there to deny yet again. And stonewall ironclad defense, despite the aggression, Team 62 still not giving up a goal.
I mean, Team 62 continue to handle themselves perfectly. They're making sure they're winning the boost battle in their own corners. They're making sure all their touches are not instantly being turned into shots. And it just seems like everything they're doing is exactly how they want to play perfect defense, especially with its 3-0 lead. And another minute has gone by for the side of Really Chill Team, and the odds just keep on getting slimmer, Somber.
Very little time left on the clock. Still enough to make something happen, but it has to happen quickly as Lilo now trying to play quickly downfield. Tallybird on the jump early. Try to get that one back central. Lems, shot denied. Kate, one touch over Lilo on the pre-jump. Emmy, again, quick to 50. We are instantly challenging on every attempt here by Really Chill Team, and that is what you love to see if you are a Team 62 enjoyer, as we might have a counter downfield. Tallybird able to get back to that one and get the catch, play some possession here. Does not get the boost as they were starved out. Back down to Alems. Alems shot on target, swatted it away by Kate. And again, it's just this defense came out of nowhere. We haven't seen it basically all series, but here in crunch time to keep this series alive, it is coming out in spades.
I mean, once again, things just keep on pushing along. And as I say that, there's a little bit of life for Really Chill Team. 60 seconds left. We've seen more goals scored in this period in multiple games in this series. We are not done yet.
Yeah, this is the point to the center of the octagon when you hear the clap and you just start duking it out. This is where you just start throwing haymakers, trying to knock each other out. But with a 3-1 lead, it is still looking very good here for Team 62. Just got to continue to keep their foot on the gas pedal and not let up at all. As 2 goals is nice, but it is not safe whatsoever, especially against a team like this. Emmy now looks for a shot. 50 out by Tallybird. Alems gets bumped off of that. It's now Kate gonna waste a little bit of time and now take to the skies for a solo play. Tries to go ground to air, denied by Tallybird. Alems couldn't find the clear downfield. Bella at the mid. We 50 that one out. Keep this one on the blue half. Try to drain as much clock as possible. 30 seconds remaining, and time is looking very, very against Really Chill Team right now. See if they can find something in crunch time, but plays like this will not be it. Alems last on that back line. We're gonna take some possession here. Try the little dink and dunk pass with Lilo, but it's a 50 over the top. Emmy now. We got time ticking down, and it is going to be our first Game 5 Champs Field very, very interesting the way this series is playing out. It has seemed like you can't get a read on what either of these teams are going to go going into it, as I thought this was going to go 4, but we see game 5.
I mean, what more can you ask for? I mean, that right there, game 5, we're heading to Champions Field, a very confident Team 62 win, especially on the shot numbers. I mean, my lord, I'm looking at 14 for them, and even though Really Chill Team had, it looks like 12, if I'm doing my math right, then still, it didn't look like that at all, because every single time there was a Really Chill effort, it seemed like that it was way too easy for Team 62. They had the boost, they had the positioning, they, again, played it exactly how they wanted to, played it perfectly, and happened to get the early lead. And that right there will always be a combo for disaster. And so I'm intrigued to see what does Really Chill Team do as the defending champions to make sure that they don't go to losers bracket for the first time in this entire tournament series.
Yeah, I mean, it has also been such a weird series as we've seen a blowout. We've seen a game like this where it seems like a defensive battle, but it's 3-1 because we have both Kate and Tallybird at 5 saves apiece. It's very weird to see a game like that out of such a low scoring game comparatively, or higher scoring game comparatively. 3-1, you would think, oh, maybe three saves someone has, but no, it's 5 coming out from both sides as we are now ready to go out to Champions Field for the first time this broadcast. Hopefully it is not our last, as we are going to be seeing who our first grand finalist is after these 5 minutes of Rocket League.
All right, well, here we go. Champions Field beckons for a winner to be called, especially like you mentioned in a series that has been fun to watch, but has definitely had some interesting moments. And right here might just be the start of many, as the Lems will clear up some room for Lilo to go to work. See Lilo take their time. Maybe a reset was found. It looks like there actually wasn't. Now, Lems might just have an open net to shoot at, but Bella, using what little boost that she had left, able to find something. Bird's going to get bumped by a Lems. Lilo has to come in and make a play, and somehow Bird's actually bumped perfectly into position. Off the ceiling, looking for a top right corner, but will not find the slot. Here comes the counter, but Emmy not enough boost to follow, and so it's a complete reset. But wow, what a first minute here.
Yeah, opening 45 seconds have been chaotic, to say the least. We might see more as it's now offensive time for Team 62. Kate has to figure out Tallybird. Tallybird got that ceiling reset, able to make that reach play down to the ball. Great 50 there as well to have this one leak out onto the orange half. Lems now to track this one down, tries to get over Kate, but Kate able to get the touch needed there. Backflips on it, but able to turn right back on the ball and make a play downfield. Bump on Lilo comes through, tries to find another, and clear across net was not capitalized on. Could have been a shot. No one from Team 62 trying to push too far ahead. Do not want to concede an easy counter this early in game 5. Got your upper bracket lives on the line. You got a guaranteed grand finals appearance on the line. Do not want any sloppy, silly mistakes here. But opening minute and a half has been very back and forth.
See Emmy try and take some possession here. One thing that Team 62 has learned very quickly in this series is that they can play quick against this roster. They can play quick against the Really Chill Team and have no concerns about it. And especially when mechanically they play as well as they did in the last game, it seems like almost everything they do is going to be right, including maybe the defensive effort here as Lems will try and slow it down. But it's actually going to work out in favor of Emmy as they did have enough boost to make it work. Kate, though, trying to save whatever they can as Emmy and Pella will both try and collide for some sort of cross-map effort. Kate, once again, will have to let Emmy chase a little bit and maybe try and find a clear. Lilo's touch would be awkward for him, but it's going to work out. Team 62, once again, finding another full field counter effort. Not a lot of pressure here for Really Chill Team, and we're already halfway through.
I feel like they're starting to play a little bit more reserved. They don't want to, again, they don't want to give up the silly mistakes downfield. They don't want to allow for them to be countered. So playing much more reserved, keeping someone back in that deep third, keeping someone back at the midfield, not going for these two-man passing plays they have been throughout the series. And once we see those start coming out, it may be a different ball game. But as of right now, Team 62 seems to be the only one putting meaningful pressure, even though it is short stints over in the blue half, as Lilo has a shot, and the play is great from Lilo. But the defense, why are we going off post?
I'm a little confused too. I think both Bella and Kay had a little bit of miscommunication, and I don't think Emmy was expecting to be on an island there. So overall, you hate to see it, especially in the game five, but really chill team. They'll take what they can get. Two more minutes away from finding some money today.
Very, very tight contested game. 1-0. You're not happy with that. You want to go for more. You got to battle through Team 62, who has been getting these short little stints, these little flashes in the pan on offense. See if you can try to deny that, but no one back for really chill team. Bird able to go back and rotate straight to that ball and make a play there. Kate puts a shot on target, and no one is able to put a hand on the ball, and a response from Team 62 leads to a very, very tight 82 seconds left on the clock. We're right back to neutral.
I mean, what a shot from Kate, perfectly between two defenders on the upper part of the net. Not an easy play to make, especially into game five. And speaking of clutch plays to make it a game five, Bella, what a save! Lilo trying to make a pass happen out of that as well, but instead Emmy will try and wall dash their way down the pitch to make something happen for the orange side. But instead, here comes another slow counter that will develop. Bella's got 100 boost, looking for Kate, who's got plenty to work with, but Tally Bird will give Lilo a chance to beat a player. Emmy will make the win happen. The net's wide open. Kate's got to get touched. Bird will come out of nowhere. Tally Bird with an incredible save. It's just completely tit for tat. 50 seconds left. Somebody's got to break through.
It feels like it has to be on this blue half. They have been playing so much defense throughout this game. They're able to find that breakaway play earlier on, but so far, nothing yet. As we see a bump come out on a teammate. Comes through. Tally Bird out of the corner. Solo play. Might be able to get the dunk. Bella plays that one well. Lilo over the top. Waterfall down. Kate right there in net. Alems able to keep this one in the orange corner. Might be some pressure building, but time is dwindling down. Lilo puts that one the wrong way. Emmy up quickly for Alems. Awkward off the post, but able to save it away. Final 10 seconds. We might have Champs Field overtime. Bella just muscles that one through, but Lilo, the victor of that 50, this one still alive. Tally Bird off the ceiling, pitched up to Bella, Bella to the sidewall, and Bella still in possession off the backboard, finds Emmy. Emmy puts a shot on, but Lilo puts it down, and we have overtime.
Thought you were gonna jinx it on me there, Somber, but somehow, someway, we find ourselves game five overtime. Could not ask for anything else out of this series. It has been incredibly back and forth. We thought once again that Really Chill team had a grasp on this game, but they've struggled to keep that grasp once again, and they might finally find a chance here, but it's pushed high. Emmy up next, beats a player. Can she find maybe a little more? No, it'll be a Lems looking for the top side of the net, maybe a doubles in store, and Kate, feeling the pressure, has to bang it away, and Lilo's up next.
Lilo with a beautiful first touch and follows it up with a heavy-handed second one. Tally Bird off that sidewall, has Alems at the central. Alems puts the shot, goes too high. Lilo on the cleanup, looking for the double, has the reset, and Lilo seals the deal in overtime.
Oh my god, Alems just barely misses, and Lilo said, okay, watch this. Reset off the backboard, perfectly placed pass two. That right there is what a former champion does in the clutch.
Oh my goodness. What a play coming out from Lilo to seal the deal. They find themselves back in the grand finals. Now, two-time. You're guaranteed a top two at this point. And now it's going to be, I don't want to say a long wait. I don't want to put that on them, but you definitely got a little bit of time now to ease the nerves and lock back in for grand finals.
I mean, it could be a long wait. Who knows? Because guess what? History is going to repeat itself once again. Guess who's in losers finals? It's Nameless. And so for Team 62's sake, I hope that because this series was closer, it doesn't tire them out for that losers final, because they lost in 4 before and then lost in 3 in losers final. So now going to 5 in that fashion in overtime, I hope they're going to be okay for that losers final.
Yeah, a lot of Rocket League played in that series, but ultimately, Really Chill Team comes out on top. I feel like Team 62 got the best warm up that they could have. And like you said, hopefully it is not too much as we will get to see them versus Nameless yet again for the second time today on the broadcast. But until then, we will have to throw this to a quick break. But while we are on break, make sure to throw in chat, get in for the giveaway for the $20 Gamer Advantage gift card. Capital T Thrive in chat to go ahead and sign up for that giveaway.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. So, on that note, Sombra, I guess we're going to go ahead and we'll throw it over to a break like you just mentioned. Obviously, hit that giveaway. We're going to announce the winner right before Grands. And my lord, if the action is anything like what it's been so far, then we're going to be here for a while. And it's going to be a great time. So, don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a second.
From my isolation, it's way too complicated. Let's stop this conversation. Let's stop this conversation. We got no relation. No relation. We got no relation. It's crazy. And it goes like you could save me. From my isolation. My minds you complicated. I start this conversation. Even now, you're coming up to me, fire lighting up the sky. Feel the ground shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Anytime or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, no, no. I got no, no, no rival. Tell me now, what you gonna do? We can do this face to face. The reckoning is coming real soon. Doesn't matter what you say. Try to tell you this is my moment. Can't take mine 'cause I own it. Don't you know that I'm locked and unloaded? You're out of focus. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Anytime or place, watch 'em run away. I got no. I'll be standing took my love and gave it back. It's yours to leave, but it won't keep me from this heart. And I'll try to carry on again, but I never really knew that it was over.
3 teams remain, and it is the exact same storyline as last tournament's events. I'm your host, DJ TJ, and with me is the lovely Somber. We have powered through 3 series. We got 2 more ahead of us here in the Thrive Ascendant series. Somber, how you feeling so far, man?
Oh man, it's been a great day so far. Throat is starting to get a little chalked, especially after that game 5 overtime, but we love it here. So apologies to the stream if you guys start hearing me get a little bit raspy through these last two, but you can blame the players. They're just playing too well. I got to get hype. I got to bring it for them. But yeah, it's been great so far, and seeing this rematch not just for today, but extending the tournament long series that we saw from Ascendant Series number 1 to now, it's going to be great to see who our next grand finalist is.
Mean, both your voice and mine, and just in general, our sanities. If the last tournament is anything like this tournament, which it has almost been word for word the exact same storyline, then that means we're going to go to 3 in this series, and we're going to go to 7 next series. So you better lock in, buddy. We're in it for the long run, and hopefully we're going to survive together. But there is only one way to tell. So let's briefly talk about what's up next. So we are here in Losers Finals. You are playing for a bare minimum spot of $100 as long as you win this series that you'll make it into the money. It's as simple as that. You win, you make money. It's a great day all around. Now, the matchup history between these teams. Team 62 has won twice, and they're under different names than what they were last time. So excuse me, Nameless, who was under We Don't Care last time. They are only 1 series in favor. So it's a 2-1, sorry, 2-1 favoring Team 62. Trying to mesh the team name switching around has got me confused. It's been a long day. But here we go again. Again, everything happened the exact same way. If Nameless goes on to win this in 3, then we're gonna just have a repeat, and maybe we'll see 7 Somber. But at this point, I don't even know where to go with my predictions.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like such a toss up, especially after how we saw this Team 62 squad play against really chill team, really chill guy squad. What was their team name? I'm sorry.
It is team. It
It's the
is
same.
team. No,
Okay,
they all
it's
change names. It's hard.
yeah,
Everybody's
it's the
under
same.
completely different names.
Exactly. I'm over here in the same boat as you. But yeah, the performance that they just had going into this, it's very tough to see who's going to be doing what in this game, and I want to say that we get to see just a rematch of the last one, but Team 62 has looked really good, and they forced it to Champions Field overtime against really chill team. So who knows? I honestly don't feel confident in any kind of prediction right now.
Oh, I'm gonna give you one because I feel like it. I'm gonna give. I think Team 62's got it. I really do think that they have Nameless's number. I think they showed that in the 2-0 earlier. Now, granted, it was close. There was an overtime, I believe, in that series in
Mhm.
game 1 or 2. Somber, do you want to correct me there? I think it was 2.
I believe it was two. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I think that because of that, I think Team 62's got it. They looked better than they did in the last event. They went to 5 in winners finals, where compared to they lost in 4 before. So I like their chances. I like their odds. Also, Nameless has had a fairly rough time in losers. They've dropped a game in every single series in losers. So I think that Team 62's got it. And I think that as long as they take care of business in this first game and they get the bounce back after finals, I think they 2-0.
I mean, that's a very bold prediction. I don't really know how to make sense of this, but 2-0 is definitely not without a possibility. I feel like both of these teams, when you take into account Nameless, they just probably want to get back to that grand finals. They want that prize pool. Team 62, they're also probably a tiny bit gassed after that game 5. I'd be surprised if it's a 2-0. I think that if I had to put a series score on this, I would agree with Team 62, but Nameless probably take game 1 just because of fatigue, and then Team 62 locks right back in. But hey, 2-0, I'd be here for it. I'm sure that the team waiting in grand finals would love a 2-0 as well to quickly roll through and keep some momentum. But honestly, who knows? At the end of the day, only a pitch will tell.
Yeah, for that. Well, I will let early match out and have these teams get ready. Meanwhile, while he does that, I will make sure that y'all understand one of the biggest reasons why we're here. Big shout out to Gamer Advantage. We thank you so much for your support of the women's scene, as well as your support in this event as well. And hopefully, the content matches the amount of support you've given us. So thank you for Gamer Advantage. Let's hop into game one of Losers Finals, Summer.
Let's do so indeed. Team 62 gonna be looking to have a quick turnaround after losing in 5. But best of 3 is gonna be absolutely brutal. 7 even, but no. Only 3 shots at moving on to the grand finals, and we will crown your second grand finalist here and now.
You would love to see game 3. But also, I would love, for our sake, to see grand finals go the distance instead. But we might just be treated to both as Sniper scores first.
And it's just a great play from Yaz. You think that they're gonna try to find a touch off the crossbar, but they just leave it up for their teammate waiting in the wings, and they're able to tap that one home. And Nameless, hot start in the opening 40 seconds to get a goal up on the board, but expect quick succession goals. I was gonna say from Team 62, but no, it's over on the side of a Nameless dropping that one through.
Well, I mean, just pile it on, why don't you? 2-0 to go ahead and get this thing started. And I believe the overlay, we are going to have that fixed as well. Production obviously had the audio issue. They fixed that, so shout out production for that. So we'll get the overlay fixed in a second. I do see that Nameless and Team 62, I think, are mixed up top, at least on the stream. So we'll have them fix that. But in the meantime, Team 62 might find their first goal, and that they finally do.
And it's, again, a great team effort. Kate quick to challenge Emmy down below, finds the touch to the center of the net. Sniper just not quick enough to find that little bit of a touch that they needed to keep that one on the goal line and try to recover. But quick response, I will say, in the opening minute. So far, 3 goals scored in that time period. It looks like this game 1 might be just a shootout unless one of these two teams just really lock in and get things rolling. Emmy bumped off of that one to find the quick shot afterwards. Bella gets the shot, and the bodyguard play leads to 2 straight for Team 62.
Well, how about that? I thought for certain we were going to see Kate maybe pass this middle, but it looked like maybe a ghost touch rolled through, and it opened up the door perfectly for Emmy to just simply drive and find a player to bump. So just like that, 2 straight for Team 62. They get the reset, and I like their odds now.
You really love to see those cheeky bump plays as well. You think that, oh, they're gonna wait for the shot, wait for a pass. No, I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna bully you on your back line. You love to see it, especially to close that gap and get things back to even. But now, just that, even ball game. You gotta try to find a way through. So far, Team 62 has the momentum on their side, but can they continue that rolling through, or will Nameless go back to what we saw in the opening minute, trying to cause pressure? Now Crimson is trying to get that doink central. Sniper now with a touch out of the corner, looking for one more. Emmy trolling that midfield. Kate with a big boom downfield. Yaz there on that back wall to collect, looking for one more, but leaves it up to Crimson. They're now both tangled up in that midfield area. Emmy launched downfield. Crimson able to intercept, was looking for Kate downfield. Kate able to disrupt that play. Bella up early, 50-50 at the mid, but Bella able to get that one back over, trying for a little bit of a back pass. Kate, great save, comes through. Yaz trying to keep it central and play a little bit slow. Crimson rips a shot. Bella saved off their own post. Right now, you'll love to see Team 62 back to their roots, playing great defense.
Halfway through this game, and Team 62 holding so much of this momentum. Now, granted, offensively, they're starting to lose a step here in the last 30 to 40 seconds, but that save from Bella is exactly what this team has done time and time again. That's why that they deserve to be in that final, in their opinion. But obviously, Nameless, they have made what looked like a gauntlet of a loser's run. I'm not sure exactly what the difficulty of it was, but regardless, survived 2 series in losers. They've been in best of 3s the entire time. So in terms of being comfortable, I would imagine that it's leaning their way right now. But with 2 minutes left, things are getting dicey once again.
That did not turn into a goal for Emmy, as that was an absolutely disgusting head fake there to get the defense to collapse in, but just couldn't get back to it in time. Time spent in this blue half has been pretty plentiful for Team 62, but no opportunities finding themselves yet for them, as that's going to be a solo play from Yaz. Great defense by Bella to save that one through. Now Bella trying to launch the counter, takes this one slow, wants to flip a reset, taken away by Yaz. Not going to give this team much space to work with. Sniper, flick over one. Emmy quick to it, able to get the bump. Not the clear downfield. Bella now, possession, takes it up the sidewall after the 50. Gas now down below. Emmy launched that one to the backboard. Wanted to go for a double, but not enough in the tank to do so. Kate, soft launch towards that backboard as well. Trying to set up these plays for themselves instead of trying to find those infield passes. Not finding any opportunities as of yet. 1 minute remains. Still an even ball game.
See Crimson with a chance to save a flick, and it's just a better play by Bella, as I thought for sure we would see Crimson potentially find their second there, as somebody who we watched this team lean on time and time again when they met in winter semis. And whenever we saw Yas and Sniper turn up, that right there was when we worried about Team 62, but they didn't discover that till it's too late. So now with a second chance, I believe and I want to hope that we're going to see more of that, but now there's an open net. Bella can beat Crimson to this, and Crimson, an awkward touch middle, and it's going to be just a very narrow beat by Kate with under 30 to go.
Unfortunate challenge on that one. It looked like they may have gotten a piece of it. Sniper just a tad too late on it. That's going to be the go-ahead goal for Team 62. Less than 30 seconds. It's very possible, but not probable. You're going to need a great kickoff here, as this one is an intentional lose back left. Yes, depossessed by Kate. That's a big clear over to Bella. A little bit of a back pass. Gas quickly up to it, keeping this one in the orange corner. Time starting to dwindle down. Need to make a play now.
Emmy just try and make sure that that doesn't happen, but now we'll see Sniper with a chance to maybe find a pass, but Crimson no boost, and Yas with 100, but backwards, and Emmy gonna try and end it right here, right now. Yas with a chance, but Emmy out of nowhere once again, just to drive the dagger in. And for those of you keeping score at home, that is 3 games in a row for Team 62, and here in a best of 3, they only need one more.
One more is all it takes. You got 5 more minutes to make this thing a quick 2-0 sweep here in lower bracket finals and find your way back to a rematch against really chill team. Maybe stretch that one to 7. You know, we saw it go to 5, maybe 7, but you got one more, if not 2, still in front of you. And Nameless, you know, I want to say that it was another dominant game by Team 62, but it really was just after that opening minute. They just had that 3-goal swing. Nameless looked really good to open things up, but like you said, when you get Yas and Sniper involved in the game plan, Crimson, yeah, they're going to lead the charge, but you need to get those other members involved to make this a team game. There's a reason why it's 3v3.
What I'm scared about is that in the games that we saw Nameless push 62 to the edge, is that we saw Crimson playing out of their mind, and then Yas and Sniper able to fill the gaps. And when I'm looking at what happened in this game, you got those first 2 goals, and that was great. But on defense, nobody could get anything done. And then in the last 2 minutes, and arguably the last entire half of that game, nothing happened. Nothing really came close to being a great opportunity for him. So something's got to change. Your tournament lives on the line. Your chance at defending your at least bare second place spot, and also getting to the money as well. Plenty on the line here as we head to Forbidden Temple.
Plenty on the line indeed, but gonna be Team 62. They were not satisfied with their results from the last one. They went out, made an upgrade with Emmy, and now look to have a at minimum top 2 finish and find a familiar rival up in the grand finals. But Nameless looking to do the same and find themselves back in the top 2 as well. Emmy has to make a reach play there, but Sniper puts it just above the defense, goes top bins, and again, it's Nameless opening 30 seconds on the board.
I mean, once again, Sniper in the name, top right corner. It's just something about the way they play. Every shot seems to find the perfect spot. And so just like that, it's a great start. 30 seconds in. What more can you ask for?
You can ask for a great finish as well. We saw the great start to kick things off in game 1, but then that quickly dwindled away and got out of hand for them. They can continue to just look like this through all 5 minutes of Rocket League, as that's going to be a dangerous misplay there, but thankfully for them, it works out in their favor. No goals allowed off that misplay. Kate, though, looking for one more. The bump does not come through from Emmy. It's Bella on a 2v1, has to go early and does so well. Use that one to Emmy. Emmy intercepted by Sniper, right back over into the hands of Bella. Playing that one out the midfield, had the reset, used it immediately over to Emmy. Emmy puts a shot on, and that was a beautiful play from Bella to set up Emmy on a relatively open net.
Wow.
Crimson dropping the question marks, thinking that they got the touch there. Maybe the server just not on their side, as it
No,
looks like they did.
I'm with Crimson here. I don't know what that flip reset pass was. It looked like that as the side flip came out, it got 2 touches on the ball instead of 1. So, no, I'm with Crimson. That was definitely a one-off. But here in an elimination game, I mean, shoot, why not, right?
Why not? It's a perfect. If you had to encapsulate what this run of things has been so far, it's that play right there. It's been that play for the last 2.5 hours now, just over and over again. And why not again here? But we now see an equal ball game. Maybe another big swing for Team 62, but it's Crimson on the counter, trying to get things happening downfield. Sniper tries to bully out Emmy, but they went out that battle. They're able to get it past 2 now. Last person back is Sniper, but they're able to rotate back around. Crimson coming through and able to disrupt that back line, keep it out of danger for now. But Team 62 gives a little bit of space here, just trying to reset.
Emmy try and make sure there's not a dangerous ball. And as I say that, that touch off the corner a little too strong. Now it's going to be up to Crimson to reset, take another possession. It's a solid first touch, but not able to get to the second one. It's a little too far for their liking. So Sniper up next. Once again, there is plenty of boost on the side of Nameless, and they're using it fairly well. Not able to find some passing plays, though, and I think that right there was some of the difference makers in that game they forced to OT in winners semis. And as I say that, a potential pass comes out from Team 62, but for the time being, won't see anything come out just yet. It'll be up to Kate. There's plenty of room to make a play, but Crimson tries to close the gap. Well, not for now. Kate maybe with one more looking towards net. Is it open? It might just be if there's a 50 in store, but it'll be up to Emmy. See what they do. It looks like it's going to be a light touch, and it'll be a reset for the blue side.
Great little leak out play developing. Yes, to follow up. Crimson trying to find a bump. Bella and Emmy both retreating up that back wall. Could have been a double commit, but they're able to survive and rotate back through and find their home spot. Now Yas down below with a 50. Emmy able to beat out over the top though. Crimson right back on it. 50 goes wayward and right back onto the blue half we go. Crimson, one boost pad in the tank, leaves it up to Yas, but they're a bit awkward off that sidewall. Able to regain some possession there. Great 50. Now in the corner, Bella trying to track this one down. Has a relatively open net. Wants the possession, wants the flick. It's beat out at the midfield. Crimson pre-flip into that one. Trying to keep this one in the orange half. Sniper just laying back and trying to find a clear downfield. Emmy denies that attempt. Emmy again, shot on target and a dangerous save attempt by Crimson. Skirts that one up their own post. Kate there to intercept the play in the air. Sniper up quickly to it, finds a touch there. Emmy now on the sidewall, finds one off. Trying to read the drop down. Bella might be there for the cleanup. It's going to be another drop shot. Another touch out. Kind of breaks the ankles of Kate though, and it might be an open net, but the touch to the sidewall does not find its way downfield in time. Gives plenty of time for Team 62 to regain.
I mean, this is a very confusing last minute. The things that pressure does to teams. Now, Team 62, normally a team that we praise for not feeling it in these moments, but a few awkward touches has opened the door for Nameless to maybe find a chance here as Kate will fake out one. It's going to be a one-on-one if somebody wants to take the challenge. Actually, it'll be Emmy kind of diving in that one as Crimson might just find an open pass to Sniper here. That's read by Bella. Emmy has a chance to find an open net on the other side. See if Kate can maybe find a pass. It's a little too weak. Emmy not going to be able to get there in time, but the ball will come right back to her. A bump on Crimson as well. Yash is trying to solve some time away. It's looking like we might see another game to OT unless Crimson has anything to do or say about it. No, but how about Emmy instead dunking? 10 seconds left. This ball might find a way middle. Bella will actually put it middle. Crimson has to give it away. Who's next? It'll be Kate. He beats one, but does get bumped. Can they bump? Yes, they will. But is anybody there to beat? Emmy has to try and keep it up. Off the backboard will not get there. We have overtime once again.
Game 2 overtime, just like the last contest between these two. If it was Team 62 coming out on top in that one, can they do it yet again? They get the early pressure, but Yas able to get that one past the offense. Has the dribble play. It's denied by Bella. Now Kate over to the sidewall. Has a dribble play of their own. Team bump comes through at the midfield. Have to scramble back. Emmy out of the corner. Full tank of boost. Crimson on that back line. Loses possession off that first touch. Bella finds two out of the corner. Looking for a team play here. Has a teammate waiting in the wings. Yas quick to that one to clean up. Tries to go for the play downfield. Gets the bump on Emmy. Lots of whiffs coming through. The pressure might be getting to him in overtime. Almost a minute now. No goals quite yet, but a few opportunities. Might be another one here. Yes. Shot downfield, but denied by Kate. Emmy, no boost. Turns off of that one. Leaves it for Bella at the midfield. Pass over to Yas. They bail out of that touch. Try to go for the pre-flip. Bella now out of the corner. Had Kate rotating behind them. Emmy at the midfield. Pop one off the sidewall. Touchdown. Crimson right there to keep this one at the mid. Bella last on that back line, goes early, finds 2 touches, might find a central ball here, but Sniper keeps this one in the corner. Emmy wanted one more touch. Sniper off that back wall, keeping it central, might be dangerous. Kate puts a shot on target. Great save from Yas, and it's Nameless surviving for now.
Team 62 just pushing what's possible for them is right there. They almost find another one across the blue line. Bella's going to try and keep that theme continuing with a flip, trying to use it, but Crimson, a massive denial, and Sniper might just find a shot out of this. Backboard will be used. Crimson has a shot, and Emmy almost gets tripped up by the post, but for now, stays alive. Ball will come right back to him. Crimson diving in, and Bella gonna do the same, but with boost, so that way she can actually make a play happen. Midfield will be an option. Kate is there to receive, will avoid Yas as well. Tries to play it slow. I like the smart play and gives it up for Emmy. We'll see Kate maybe look for a bump here. No, actually pushing for a pass. Emmy looking middle. It'll be Bella who has to answer the call instead. Kate by themselves. Yas is there. Will find the read. We're on 2 minutes of overtime here. Our longest overtime of the day. Team 62 once again on match point. Needs 1 goal to earn some money and make it to Grands for a rematch. But you know for a fact that Nameless is having none of it. We're going to 3.
What a well-placed shot by Yas. You force the hand of Kate. They have to make that touch, and it just so happens that that touch is into the back of their own net. Nameless sends us the distance in this best of 3, and it is now 100% do or die. Your tournament ends in the next match.
I hate it. If I'm Team 62, I hate it. Every single thing is going exactly to the script right now from Series 1, which means they're going to lose this game if that's how it is. For their sake, I hope they don't. Oh
Yeah,
man, this is
the,
rough. This is rough, Somber. I'm not sure. I don't know what we've done to deserve this. I'm not sure. Maybe did you burn some incense this morning or something like that? But we're looking rough.
Yeah, hopefully there's some quick revisioning going on in the background for the script. So Team 62 doesn't have to go the distance for all these just for it to end in heartbreak every single series. But yeah, it's I mean, I like I said at the top of this, I don't know how this series is going to go. It has just been chaos and weird plays and somehow getting 2 touches off of a flip reset uh off of a side flip? I don't know. It's the wackiest of all things, and we don't know what's going on.
I mean, who knows? It looks like did lobby crash too? Is that what I'm
Mhm.
seeing?
I think so.
I think lobby just completely crashed. So I think even Rocket League is sick and tired of the way that this game kind of operates. So I guess in the meantime, one thing that was really interesting, and actually you can still see the stats right above my head. Um, why does Emmy have 600 points and is kind of backpacking? I have never seen Bella and Kate struggle on the offensive half this much. And especially like someone like Bella only getting 1 shot, I'm a little concerned about the offense going into game 5.
I see where you're coming from, but I wouldn't be too worried. If you're Team 62, this is kind of what you I wouldn't say what why you brought Emmy in, but it's part of the package that you get by having Emmy on your team. You're gonna get a player that when you do have an off game, I mean, it's not an elimination game, so it's maybe not too much of a sweat. It's just, hey, we've now played 7 straight games with not really much of a break. Um, we're starting to feel a little bit of the fatigue, and we're not playing at 100%, but let's go ahead and lock in for this game 3 because this may be the end of our run and the end of our evening here. But they want to make sure that they get to that grand finals and they're able to put on a fight. But Nameless, I mean, they also just played great defense on the opposite side. Nameless was locked down after that first goal, and when you're only getting 1 shot out of players like Bella and Kate, there's a reason why. They're getting shut down out of the midfield. They're getting denied out of the corner. They're not able to get these shooting opportunities. So I would credit it more to Nameless and maybe just a little bit of fatigue of saying, "Hey, it's 1-1. we want to end this in regulation, but if it goes OT, so be it. I feel like we're going to see a much tighter game played by them in game three.
I think for Team 62, you need this little technical timeout that we're having.
Oh yeah.
I think again, it is uncanny the storyline that might be written today, and I would hate it for them if they had to instantly hop into that game three, especially after a fairly heartbreaking OT where I felt like they really had the momentum in that game, but just could not find the shots that they needed. So we're gonna have the players get the lobby tested, so you get at least a little bit of an extra breather on top of also as well, just getting the time to talk with your team and again, like you mentioned, they bring up Emmy, who obviously is an extremely talented player, one of the best players this entire tournament. They've looked great, but it's about playing around Emmy when you recruit and bring her instead of Ravina in. But I just, God, I don't know. That was a really, really rough game too, and I want to have faith in Team 62. I still think my prediction is going to work out, but I don't know here, Somber. I really don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It definitely is a tough look when you look at the stat sheet like that, and especially with it resulting in a loss. If that was a win and you got backpacked like that, I mean, it's just credit to Emmy being absolutely goaded. But when you come out on the losing end of a performance like that, it definitely is a conversation of, hey, let's go ahead and game plan for that to not happen again because it obviously does not work out. So, like you said, the technical timeout, finding a new server, getting everyone back in is going to do them wonders, giving them an extra breather. Maybe put the controller down, get up, stretch the legs because you're now going on your eighth straight game. You're probably starting to feel a little bit of that fatigue set in, and if things go your way, you may have another potential 7 coming up after this. So be able to take that breather when you got it. And I have faith. I have faith in this squad that they'll be able to turn things around and we will have another close game and probably have Team 62 pull it out. But nameless, they looked very good last game.
I mean, I'll throw a hot take in the mix here. I honestly don't know if for the content, I don't know if we want Team 62 to win this because Team 62, like, they got their chance already today and it did go to five. But I worry that if Really Chill Team gets their hands on them again, it won't be as close. Whereas whenever we had the case of the nameless roster in the last series, they didn't play the side of Really Chill Team until the very end and took them to 7. So maybe that element of surprise, since they've never gotten to play them other than still even today, they haven't gotten to play them. So maybe for the sake of content, maybe for the sake of longevity, maybe we do have to kind of see if Nameless gets the bid here. And especially if they have Team 62's number like this, especially when it matters the most for the money. Again, dude, I keep going back and forth. I know I keep saying it, but I truly, truly, truly do not know. We are now getting the lobby recreated. Obviously, we're trying to make sure that Crimson and the entire Nameless Rosters pings are not absolutely just insane, absurd, because obviously they are not in the US. So hopefully they can get that sorted. But let me put you in some shoes here, Somber, if you don't mind. So if
Sure.
you are, let's just say you're coaching Team 62, what in the world is your approach to the first minute here in a very, very stressful game three?
That's a very tough question because I would say that with your elimination games, you want to play it kind of how you played that second game. You want to come out a little bit more reserved, but stay aggressive and know what situations to be aggressive in. But that did not lead to success. So obviously, it's not to flip flop completely the other way and just come out and throw everything in the kitchen sink at them because that will very quickly get you in a losing position against a team like Nameless. So I feel like if you can just kind of feel out what Nameless is trying to do, if Nameless is coming in and they're trying to throw a bunch of heat at you and try to pressure you, roll with the punches and try to find those counters downfield. But if they come out and they're trying to stall time and hope that they can get a counter, I would say try your best to formulate pressure off rip. If you can get something off kickoff to catch them by surprise because they don't show any aggression on a kickoff, they don't send a cheat, they don't do anything like that. Try for it. Try to go all out and play from there. But I think that the name of the game is kind of the K Corp approach: score a goal and then lock in on defense.
I'm glad you said that. I have a similar because obviously I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go against you head to head because why not, right? I think if I'm coaching nameless, I think I'm throwing the kitchen sink in the first 30 seconds. I think I might pull a Spanish off first kickoff. I think that you could do anything in the first minute, and as long as you put pressure on, I think you're going to guarantee yourselves multiple shots on net, especially with the way these games have kind of been rolling. I mean, you have nothing to lose, really. Like you've already lost in winners semis. You did get second place last time, but even then, it's not like you're like the title defenders or anything like that. And you just grabbed an overtime win. So I think you got to throw the kitchen sink, especially with the ping as well. I think the earlier you score, the better it will be. And I don't even think they have to play insane defense because obviously with the ping, it's not going to be easy to do. So I think their priorities will probably have to lay on the attacking side. But again, we have no idea, just like we have no idea when we're going to have the lobby back for you. We are waiting to make sure that Crimson and company are all set. Again, major shout out to our incredible staff team. Behind the scenes, we got Techno who's handling all the lobbies, which for those of you who've been in the scene, you know Techno, the absolute goat. I don't even need to bother explaining it. And then obviously we got Tech on the production team handling every little thing that you see on screen right now. And so big credit to the staff team. Also the mods as well. I believe Rose has been absolutely killing it in Twitch chat. So thanks to obviously the lovely team at Thrive. And Somber, we're just here. Like I just got the DM, man, and I'm here to watch some good Rocket League. And it has been anything, or sorry, it has been everything and more to that.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Rockstar as well for just the good comms. W comms from Rockstar just out of nowhere. I was like, I saw it pop up on my Discord. Just I believe it was last Friday, Saturday time. I don't know, so somewhere around last weekend, and they're just like, "Hey, would you be available to cast this lovely tournament?" And I was like, Duh, yeah, let's get it." And again, yeah, massive shout outs to our production team behind the scenes. It makes things like this so much easier, where you and I get to just put on a camera and put a microphone in front of us and talk and not have to worry about anything else, because you and I are both no stranger to solo ran productions.
Yep.
And that can be a nightmare at times. So being able to not have to worry anything about any of that, putting matches together, switching scenes, making sure audio is good, having to just show up and have fun, it's great. It's been awesome so far.
I mean, and these events have been so cool as well, and I'm loving the variety. I mean, obviously you had Rocket Star and Widow who casted the last one, and then you had Nick who ended up producing the last one as well. And so, one thing I really appreciate is kind of the rotating staff that has seemingly been kind of the game plan for this entire weekly. It's been so cool. Now, granted, that means that you might not see us again, unfortunately, but hopefully, maybe if there's some major playoffs or maybe there's a last minute fill, maybe you will. And speaking of what you will see, hopefully there might actually be a game ready for you to witness, a crucial game, an elimination game. And it looks like that we finally have a lobby that might just be ready to go, Somber.
Looks like it. I hope we are indeed ready. Everyone hopefully has good enough ping to make this an absolutely cinematic game 3, because back to back, what happened in game 5 on our last series to now what hopefully will happen on game 3 will probably be two of the most exciting elimination games that I or relegation for the first one and elimination now that I've been a part of, and I'm here for it. I'm here for the content, man.
Yeah, why not? Right? But it looks like finally, without further ado, after Techno doing all the work that we could ever ask for, he has finally assembled the lobby. Game 3, elimination game, do or die for a spot in the money match to guarantee yourselves money and to potentially become a Thrive Ascendance title holder, a champion at that. Champions Field's got the answers. Game 3. Let's hit it, Somber.
Let's go ahead and hit the pitch. And this is where stories are made. Elimination on the line. And a red hot nameless team after grabbing that overtime win against what could be a rivalry forming between these two squads. A loser of this, you get third place and a job well done on making it this far in the bracket. Second place, you will be facing the defending champs and earning yourself some prize money at that, and your chance to come out on top and play spoil to back-to-back championships for a really chill team. But who knows? So far, opening 30 seconds, I feel like both of us were a little bit wrong as both teams are just kind of feeling each other out. Nothing too much from either side, but Yaz looking for a demo play, just gets the soft bump though. Emmy was looking for a pinch, ended up regaining and able to make a play off the back wall. Bella now has a solo play downfield, looking for a low touch. Emmy down below with the follow-up shot denied by Yaz. Bella plays this one laterally over to Kate. Kate puts it in the blue corner, looking for a second touch, puts the shot off, snipes it far post behind Crimson. 1-0 for Team 62.
You needed that. If you are Team 62, two defenders in front of you, you place it perfectly, you get the early lead. So far, so good.
You couldn't have asked for a better way to open things up, and having a goal like that, narrow angle shot, you trust your shooters to make those. And they do just that with Kate coming out firing at 100%, but they get bumped on defense and immediate response by Nameless. Again, you can't ask for anything better than that. If you're Nameless, you go down 1-0 quickly get it back, and now it's right back to equal. 3:43, just past a minute played, and things are already looking like it's going to be a back and forth nitty gritty battle here in game 3.
Well, geez, I guess Kate should have apologized for scoring. I mean, just like that, left on an island in a 1v2, and Emmy trying to put, it looks like that was Sniper on an island, and Kate will make sure that theme continues, as going to be multiple demos, and Kate will find 2, and that pinch from Bella will unfortunately not find the middle of the pitch for Team 62, and now here comes the potential counter. Crimson not a lot of boost, and my lord, it is demos galore, and it might not even matter as Sniper almost finds a shot regardless. Emmy has a chance to find a shot, and how about this from Team 62?
Back-to-back goals for Team 62 via Kate's playmaking. Emmy this time the one scoring the goal. And again, it's Crimson left alone on that back line. You're trying to play the 2v1. You got to respect the solo play, but also keep an eye out for the pass. That time, the reach just was not enough. Not able to get that one through. Kate now, ball in their hands. Trying to make a play downfield. It bounces over the defense. Yaz able to rotate back and try to form a solo play of their own. Flip reset, no good. Sniper launches this one. Double commit comes out from Team 62. Ooh. Bella sticks with it. Had the ceiling reset, but Crimson able to take away that read. Kate right back on the ball. Trying to wrap this one around, play it slow. Yas does not fall for the bait. Bella quick pop to the skies over Sniper, trying to corral this one back into possession. Yas down below, 50 out by Emmy. Gonna get this one back central. Crimson looking downfield. Kate right there to intercept, looking for a second. Gets 50 out by Sniper. And playing downfield, gonna reset things for now. Bella trying to play with some possession out of the corner. Demo comes through by Kate. Gonna give a little bit of room for Bella to work with. Over Sniper, bump on Yas. Sniper able to turn back around. Emmy keeps it central, looking for the Doomsy. Cannot find the dunk. Crimson gonna clear this one away.
Team 62 looking like completely different animal and beast all in one. The demos, the bumps have been absurd out the gate, and I mentioned that maybe Nameless should have been the most aggressive team coming out of the break, but 62 didn't even give them the chance to do so, as they have been all over them and have this lead, but with just about 90 seconds left almost, there is still so much left, and now we're going to see another possession for Nameless. So Yash try and get something going, but for the time being, it will be delayed. Emmy will throw themselves in. Here comes another potential 2v2. Bella reads it well. No double, but Emmy is there to follow. Actually, Fags looks for the bump instead. Then try to go back for a touch, but just like that, now we finally cross the 90-second mark, and Team 62 handling business.
Team 62 right now, when you asked me if I'm the coach, what are you supposed to do? I said take the K-Corp approach, score one, play defense. They're taking the Vitality. They want to blow them out.
Why not here? Just over 60 seconds to go, and Bella, all she had to do was just place it on net. Net was left wide open by Nameless. Some misrotations, some forces. I mean, maybe getting a little overzealous a little too early, especially in an elimination game, but that right there is just high-level tournament. Is what the top of this scene is all about. The top of any Rocket League scene is all about. You've got to keep your composure, and we'll see if Nameless can find some out of nowhere.
Composure is a great thing to bring up right now, as they, despite the pressure, despite being down, continue to try out these pressure plays and go for these awkward shots. Sniper late to it, but able to find the read. Kate falling off their own backboard, not able to make the touch there. cut the deficit back down to 1. 61 ticks left to go. Still plenty of time to work with, only being down 1. Just cannot concede another. I look for one off kickoff. Was Team 6-2. Emmy, quick turnaround and launch it back over into the blue half. Have Bella chasing this one down. Great read on that. Crimson, huge launch downfield. Sniper now trying to chase it down, but a hard bounce off that back wall. Goes right back to Crimson. Now trying to find it off the ceiling. Yes, just goes. Takes away possession from Emmy. Bella off that backboard. Plays it slow. Over to the midfield. Gets demoed for their efforts. Crimson, 30 seconds left to go. Need a play here. Play it down below. The shot is too slow. Bella now with a little possession. We get a flick past 1. Back on this blue half. Looking for the dagger. Able to get the fake. The pop over 1. It's central, but not hard enough. Emmy could not find a shot. 10 ticks left to go. Gotta find a play here if you're nameless. Keep your run alive. Crimson's up but can't make contact. Yas in the corner trying to fight this one out. Sniper shot on target, swatted away by Bella, able to keep it alive for a moment but finds the ground instead. Team 62 find themselves into the grand finals for a rematch against a really chill team.
They beat the storybook allegations. I feel like I just watched like the good ending. Uh, Full credit to Nameless. They deserved their spot in that grand
Oh,
final if they were able to find it. But Team 62, like I mentioned, that break was perfect for them. They absolutely needed that. They came out, they didn't just play the game better, they played a completely different style on top of that, got the early goals, and found a few extra in the time being. And yes, it was close at the end, but 62, they're the better team today.
yeah. You know, any given day, any given result, and this time looks like bringing in Emmy was the right choice because you find yourselves into that money winning spot. You're guaranteed top 2. Now you just have a best of 7. They've played 8 straight games and now have to go into a best of 7. That is absolutely insane. If they're able to put up a fight like they did last go at really chill team, that will be the most impressive part. Win or lose that series, having to now take the task to the defending champs after playing 8 straight games and now having played Rocket League for just over 3 hours, that's going to be an impressive feat all in of its own. We get to see some grand finals actions coming up soon, TJ.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'll say this as somebody who spent 6 hours grinding the last night of this past season. I wouldn't recommend it, and I'm not a doctor, so I cannot even imagine what 3 hours of hyper comp play can do to somebody, especially during the holidays where it's cold, it's frigid, it's not exactly fun to be outside. You don't exactly feel warm, I think, getting on the game around this time of year. But my lord. I mean, hey, we got grands, like you mentioned, and we get a rematch of our Game 5 winners finals. I cannot wait. It is a best of 7. Don't go anywhere.
Paralyze my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you break me, but something about it makes us so, baby. Every piece keeps us together feel I can't move. It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us whole. Maybe every piece keeps us together in the cold. Oh, 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 oh. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold.
Dreams collide in sleepless nights. Stars explode through blinding lights. Victories found in the fight. I'm on top, my soul ignites. Life's a game, we learn the rules. Twist and turn like misfit fools. Through the pain, we break the chains. Find the win through loss and gains. I've got a heart that's never quitting. In this race, I'm always sprinting. Feel the power, victory sings. Born to conquer, spread my wings. Oh, 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 oh. Castles built on hope's foundation. Rivers run with pure elation. Through the storm I'll find my way. Triumph shines like break of day. Tides may turn, but I remain steady, strong, won't yield to pain. In the end, the truth will show. Strength and heart, the seeds we sow. I've got a heart that's never quitting. In this race, I'm always sprinting. Feel the power, victory sings. Born to conquer, spread my wings. Oh, 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 oh. Tides may turn, but I remain steady, strong, won't yield to pain. In the end, the truth will show. Strength and heart, the seeds we sow. I've got a heart that's never quitting. In this race, I'm always sprinting. Feel the power, victory sings. Born to conquer, spread my wings.
We've eclipsed over many a champions field in just over 3 hours of playoffs here at the Thrive Ascendant Series number two. I'm your host, DJ TJ, and with me, my lovely co host, Somber, the man, the myth, the legend himself. We have been through a lot today. We might be trauma bonded by the end of the day. What in the world has happened, and where are we now?
Oh man, it's just the typical highs and lows of women's Rocket League. You love to see it, but we've had some crazy series, and we have a team here in the grand finals that just got done playing 8 straight games between 2 series, taking the distance in both of them, and hopefully for them not taking the distance with this one, but possibly still coming out with a win. Team 62 taking on really chill team. This is a rematch of winners finals where Team 62 got sent to the lowers and had a rematch nameless. I think that this is going to be a a classic grand finals. I think that when everything is all said and done, when Thrive finishes up this stretch of events, this will go down as one of the best, if not the best, because these both these teams are red hot. They have some of the best players in the scene in Rocket League in general, and now they're facing off for their share of the majority of the prize pool plus $150 in gamer advantage gift cards. It's going to be a classic.
Pretty crazy high praise, talking about it being maybe the best of the entire series. I
I'm
mean, I
calling
have
it.
to remind everybody that the last one went to 7. So I'm not even sure how much better it can get other than maybe 7 OT. Who knows, right? I have absolutely no idea. But obviously, as we have done for every single series, we must talk predictions. Last time that these teams met, they've only met once in both tournaments. And guess what? It went all the way to 5. We had an overtime. It was incredible, but I worry that because of the wear and tear of a weekly like this, I don't know if they can do it again.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like the 8 straight games of Team 62 having to play is definitely going to be the biggest factor in this series. I think that they still have enough in the tank. I mean, at this point, all three of the players on Team 62, they're no stranger to long days of Rocket League, long tournaments, long whatever stretches of games, long high pressure situations. They're used to it. So I feel like that will definitely play a factor, but not necessarily be the end all be all for the series. But with that being said, I feel like I got to give a slight edge to our defending champs. As you guys got a little sneak peek into the test lobby,
I was
we
about to say, how
I got to give the edge to our defending champs. I don't know if this goes 7, but I think it goes a really gritty 6.
a really gritty 6. I like that. I like that. And I do have to clarify that what you just saw was not a live game. They are just making sure that the lobby is ready to go. Obviously, because we do have, I believe just Alems is from EU in this server, but there's also some West players. So I had to make sure that everything's good to go. Um, I honestly, I don't want to be the negative side of today, but I honestly, again, out of all my experience in this scene where I've gotten to coach, I've gotten to cast, shoot, I've gotten to even play in some scrims for fun. I mean, I just always feel like that whenever I see a Lems on the pitch, that they don't tend to lose. Now, granted, this former Gen G roster, talking about Team 62, they have been absolutely incredible. I don't expect them to struggle one bit. I honestly think we're gonna be out of here in 5.
I could definitely see that. I feel like I would chalk it more up to fatigue if we see 5 than
I
like a
agree.
skill diff. But yeah, like you put a Lems on a team, that's already a favorite. You put a Lems and Lilo on a team, that's a mega favorite. You put a Lems, Talibird, and Lilo all on the same squad, and you give them momentum and you give them a break to just really focus on their mechanics and you know be really chill to do what their team name suggests and come in this confident and feeling good and not stressed out and not worn out, that's a very tough team to go up against.
I mean, who knows? But the players are getting ready. Almost every single person has a green check mark, and it looks like that things might just be ready to go. Once again, I must thank our incredible staff team. Zek Tech is running the production behind the scenes. He has done an incredible job today. We have Techno who's been working behind the scenes, who's also on EU's time zone. So he has been grinding it out for us. been doing a great job as well. We love our mods in chat. I know Rose has been absolutely killing it. We've been giving away money today. We've been doing sponsor reads. We love Gamers Advantage. We love Rocket League, and we love the women's team. So, if Mr. Techno's ready to go, Somber, I think I am.
I think I am too. I think everyone in the chat is ready to go as well as we get ready and geared up to kick off game one of our grand finals here. Let's go ahead and get things started, TJ.
$250 are on the line in the next 7 games, potentially 4, 7. Who knows what we're going to see? But the split is simple. You win, you get an extra 50. You get 150. And if you lose, hey, you get money, but the bragging rights and potentially a career win over some of the best in this field. I'm not sure what more you could ask for here in the Thrive Ascendance series. And there's still 2 more tournaments as well, which we don't have those dates yet, but I personally cannot wait. 30 seconds in, we're already off to a pretty dead even start.
We love more events in the women's scene, absolutely. But here, you got to get through this one first. Grand finals on the docket. Opening 40 seconds has not been too much here, but we might have a goal for Alems. Goes a little bit too far over their head, and it's going to be a counter going down the other way. Emmy, doesn't matter the fatigue, they get the opening goal for Team 62.
I mean, okay. I look away for 2 seconds, and it's just slotted dead middle. How about that? First minute in, Team 62. I said this in the winners finals as well. Given the mechanics, given the skill diff, given the amount of strain on the mental and physicality of a weekly, if you're Team 62, you need to find this game.
Yeah, but on the same side of that coin, pressure makes diamonds. You could be going through all this and you're feeling the pressure of its grand finals. We played so many games, but lock in and get the win. That's all you want to do. And they're starting off on the right foot. 1-0 against this team is nothing to really sniff at, as Lilo just gonna find an open net. It doesn't look like the defense, maybe a little bit of a miscommunication, had 2 members back. Looks like both Bella and Kate were back, but thought the other were going to make the play. Ends up being a goal in favor for Really Chill Team and Lilo.
I mean, I'm trying to break this down already. I hate seeing that exact mistake from Bella and Kate, because I believe we saw the exact same thing that caused an overtime whenever they were going to, I think when they were losing game 5 or maybe game 1 of that winner's semifinal or winner's final. I think it was a similar error. So I worry that maybe the strain is so much that they're forgetting the adjustments that they just so wonderfully were able to make in this last series. But so far, they're handling the pressure well. But once again, that is not the main problem. The main problem is the boost battle. And every single time you take a look at those circles, it always seems like that the blue side, you look at Really Chill Team, they've always got more than enough in the tank, and they're always looking to do something special with it.
Right now, resources do look pretty plentiful for the side of Team 62, trying to make something happen downfield, trying to make a solo play effort, but it's Alems right back on the ball, trying to do the same. Gonna stay in that corner, keep this one central. Kate, the boom downfield. Tried to read that touch from Talibird, but they take it to the sidewall and bang it downfield. Alems on the read, lines up the double, can't find contact. Lilo puts a soft shot on. Emmy put that one over to the sidewall, but Talibird sticks with the play. Lilo with a shot. Bella, great defense, able to save that one through. Double commit, able to send that one downfield. Emmy now trying to get that one central. Lems takes from their own corner. Kate off the ceiling, able to read that one well. Keep it stalled out at the midfield, and that's what you got to do with a player like Lems. Go early, challenge quickly. Lilo, the whifty 50 there out in front of the box. Denver bump play comes through, sends, believe it was Bella, out to the corner. We're starting to see some aggression start to leak out through here for Really Chill Team.
I mean, hey, I'm here for it. I would love to see both teams exchange. If you're watching that last game, which I believe Lilo was literally in chat during the last game, and if you saw the kind of crazy new face that Team 62 showed in that losers final, you have no choice but to come out and play aggressive. You know what they're going to do, and if you want to avoid the demos and you want to make sure that you can keep this constant pressure style going that you had in winners final, then you've got to make sure that you can match it and then some. And that is exactly what we're seeing out of Really Chill Team, as that right there was the moment that they've been grinding for in the last few minutes, and they might still have it as Talibird looks for the backboard. I mean, we've seen her hit that plenty of times today, and Alems will try and do their own version of it, but it'll be a miss. Lilo is there. Finally, somebody will pick up the phone. It's a 2-1 lead.
Eventually, the defense had to break through. It was shot after shot after shot, and just had to make it work. And finally, it's Lilo putting a little bit dangerously towards that post, but finds its way in nonetheless. Under a minute remains here, and you find yourselves out ahead. If you are a Really Chill Team, make it 2. Never mind. Bella says no. Lilo says yes, and they're able to get their hat trick here in game 1. Punch that one through. 2 goals up now. Our Really Chill Team.
I have to clarify something too that I don't think we told stream, guys, but it is a best of 7 with game advantage. So this is technically game 1, but it's actually game 2. Hopefully y'all can stay with me for the rest of the series, but it is game 2 technically by definition, but it is the first game on stream. You did not miss anything, but what you are about to see is a potentially 2-game lead for Real Chill Team.
All they got to do is hold on, and they're doing so nicely here as Lilo's still keeping up the attack. Alems waiting on that side wall, waiting to see what Bella was going to do. Able to intercept that play there. Talibird, one touch up, able to make that one roll and bounce all the way up to the ceiling, waste more time off the clock. 15 seconds remain, and man, looking like you're just trying to go for flair, trying to go for momentum, trying to go for one more, but Talibird going to be denied by Kate. Lems keeps this one on the orange half. Looks like it's going to be all but over in this game 2, technically game 1 played, as Really Chill Team are going to be just 10 short minutes away from a win, unless Team 62 can find their way back in on this one and kind of shake off some of the fatigue that kind of seems very apparent here in game number 1.
I mean, this is what we were worried about, right? I'm very, very worried about the offense. I mentioned that, and Team 62 found 3 shots that game, which normally, maybe for a close game, it's not anything crazy, especially in a 3-1. Maybe it's not absurd. But then you look at Really Chill Team, and if you can count the numbers above my head, you see that there is 13 shots across the team. So right here, I think you're maybe not in nightmare mode, but it's kind of getting there.
Yeah, I mean, 5 saves coming out as a collective for Team 62 is still impressive, but when it's 5 on 13, uh, that ratio doesn't really sit right with a team that wants to come out and win convincingly. I mean, at this point, I feel like what we're gonna see out of Team 62 is they're gonna get the squeaky wins, the ones where it's a last second goal that barely gets them ahead. We're not gonna see performances like Really Chill Team where they come out and they just punish on the offensive side of the ball. But we'll see here on Forbidden Temple if they're able to turn things around, take a game off this team, or if it would be a relatively quick grand finals over on the side of Really Chill Team.
I mean, it's weird when in your first tournament of the series, you get game 7, because anything less than the Supernatural, which is a crazy game 7 grand final, it seems like kind of like a letdown of some kind. But this series so far, it has been close, it has been fun, and every series on stream has been fun to watch. I don't know, I think we've gotten maybe 1 sweep, unless I'm wrong, maybe 2, but we've gotten an overtime in at least one of those as well. And so the games have delivered. I hope that grand finals does as well, and for Team 62, I'm sure they're hoping the same.
Absolutely. And just want to give a quick shout out. Thank you to Yas for the raid. Welcome in, everyone, as this is grand finals, and you just saw Talibird open up the scoring with goal number 1, just under a minute, and Really Chill Team find themselves back out in front. Yas, of course, finishing 3rd in this competition. Congratulations. Unfortunately, not able to make that top tier appearance yet, but you do have 2 more events to try to regain and run this back, find your way even higher than you already have climbed. But so far, opening things up for Really Chill Team, it's just looked right back to form.
Again, thank you, Yas, for the raid. I must also kind of add some context here for those of you who do not know what you're currently watching. It is the Thrive Ascendant series. It is the second tournament of a 4-tournament weekly series. The next 2 tournaments will be slightly delayed due to the holidays, so we will have dates for you on another time. But for those of you who did get to maybe watch through Yas's stream, then you know that what Thrive is doing has been nothing short of absolutely incredible. And I'm very happy that myself, DJ TJ, and Somber get to be here and bring you guys the action in what has been a great grand final so far. And how about that timing? We're tied here in game 3.
Absolute cinema. That is what this series is going to be chalked up to be. Alems gets bodied on the goal line by Emmy. We got an equal ball game here, just under a minute and a half eclipsed. Now we get to see Team 62. They start to shake things off and around this midpoint of the game, and they're looking okay. And then it's just really chill team pouring on the pressure, pouring on the offense, and see if they can continue that, or if plays like that at the midfield will stall things out a bit. Bella with a great bump, but it's Lilo on the solo play, not able to get the ground pinch on target. Kate off that back wall has Talibert on the pre-jump. This one dangerously on target. Bella able to get that one out to the corner, but the shot from Lilo and one with contact, able to get that one to go.
I mean, again, I feel like every time I look away for just a second, we see a random opportunity open up for Lilo, and this duo has just continued to dominate. It's Alems to Lilo or Lilo to Alems. No matter what, you can guarantee the result is going to be a blue side goal.
Absolutely. And I mean, not even crediting how much Talibert has been putting in work on both sides of the pitch. It feels like this team really just is the Thrive Ascendant Series Avengers. This is the team that you got to find a way to beat them, because they will find a way to beat you. And it's going to be very tough for any team to step to this level, especially if they continue to play like this. I mean, you think that they're up 10-0 the way we're talking about them, but still only a 2-1 ball game. Plenty of time left on the clock for Team 62, but we know that over on the side of really chill team, the floodgates could open at any moment.
I mean, we've talked about it time and time again. We really, truly never have any idea what to expect. I'm glad there's not an official prediction record, because I think we'd probably be the worst casting duo in the entire series in terms of what we've been trying to throw out and what's actually stuck. But I will say this series so far, which I hate saying it for Team 62, but it's looking like it's going to plan if you're if you're favoring really chill team like the desk has, and like I think a lot of Twitch chat has as well, before obviously all of you lovely people came in from the raid. And so far, I would imagine y'all would have probably predicted the same if you know anything about this scene, but you cannot discount Team 62 as they have continued to fight and climb. They're only 1 goal away from tying it up, and as I say it, the scene sets itself.
Almost like every time you speak to how Team 62 could possibly tie things up and how they have these opportunities, it presents itself and they make good on that. We got a 2-2 ball game now. Plenty of time left on the clock for plenty more chaos to ensue. Demo off the kickoff, gonna lead to a solo play effort from Alems. Over the top of Kate, was looking for the ceiling pinch, but had Talibert down below. Lilo on the cleanup. Can they find the drop down? They can. Alems was there for the secure, but not needed. Lilo, an immediate response by really chill team to get themselves back out in front.
Once again, I hate seeing it for Team 62, but they cannot win the boost battle in their own half. They get starved, they can't make the plays they need to, and that net should not be open with 90 seconds left. But it has happened, you have to stick it behind you, and you have to make sure that you don't give Lilo another freebie, and Bella will make sure of that.
Now Emmy looking for the effort downfield, was looking for the flip reset, but played it back down to the ground. Talibert over to Alems. Alems now looking for one more touch off that sidewall bounce. Bella gonna interrupt that play. Now find one more. Lilo able to intercept that solo play effort. Emmy pop high and back to themselves, trying to take it coast to coast, but not finding the right launch angle on that. Alems quick cut back over into the orange corner. Leave it up to Kate to try to find a pinch downfield. They do so, but only as far as Talibert gets dunked by Emmy. Alems and Talibert both up. Double commit is not going to be punished here as Alems maintains possession. Not find the touch off the sidewall though. Emmy soft touch there, wanted the flick on target, but could not find it. Kate turns around, finds the 50 there. Emmy drop over into the central. Alems takes to the skies though, and another dangerous play may come through. The ceiling pinch is on target, but just a bit too high. Lilo follow-up shot denied by Kate. Pinch downfield, 30
Ow.
seconds to remain, and only one goal needed to tie this thing up.
Tally Bird, after just kind of getting 180 by the ball, will actually have it come right back to her. She might be able to find a double as well, but for now, no shot. Lila up next. Can they find anything in the midfield? Looks to find a bump on Kate, but Kate will evade it for now. 10 seconds left. Emmy has got to make some magic happen. Looking off the sidewall. Maybe looking to fake out Lilo. It will be an awkward touch, but Lilo gets the boost. Kate's got to try and find something over to Bella. Bella, backboard. Here comes Kate. Can Kate tap it up? No, they cannot. Nobody's there to receive. It will be a 3-0 series lead for Really Chill Team.
Team 62, they have the opportunity to do the funniest thing right now.
Oh, don't start with this. Somber, don't do it to me.
They have the funniest thing.
No.
They can do the funniest thing right now.
No. Don't say it.
They could do the funniest thing right now, but I don't think that that's happening. Really Chill Team, again, another one goal contest. And from the side of Team 62, 6 shots in comparison to the 3 that you had last time looks way better, looks way different. Big turnaround from them, but I feel like it's just the engine is chugging too slow. They're not going to be able to catch back up to this pace and this offense that the Really Chill Team has been able to put forward. I think that the fatigue is just going to get the better of them today.
Yeah, I hate saying this, but it might be over. I cannot name the last time that I saw a best of 7 reverse sweep in the women's scene. Unless somebody in chat wants to correct me, I am not aware of the last time that that happened, especially even in this year in 2024. But the answers have to lie in front of us. They have to lie on the pitch, and Team 62 will look to at least find some sort of mercy here in game number 4.
I don't think mercy will be awarded. I think it'll either be another tough, tight contest or it'll be another blowout like what we saw earlier that this Really Chill Team has in their back pocket. At any given moment, they could 6-0 you and not blink. So I feel like either way, unless they're able to pull out a win here, this will be nothing but merciful. It will be a tough loss either way, but they can do the funniest thing. They can initiate the reverse sweep at the very least. Oh, Lems was looking to just shut me up, but it's gonna be Tally Bird at the end of the day. But that was a crazy save to keep that initial shot from a Lems out.
I'm telling my therapist we're talking about this one. Lems gets the redirect, and the ball just is magnetized to their hood, and it immediately is in a perfect spot for Tally Goat, as the chat likes to call her. 1-0 lead for Really Chill Team.
And again, it's the sneakiness of Tally Bird on this roster. You put so much focus into the solo play efforts from a Lems, the team play efforts between a Lems and Lilo, and even the solo play efforts from Lilo at times. But then Tally Bird is just sitting there and they're like, you forgot about me. I'm here and I'm a baller. I'm gonna put that in the back of your net. And they find an early lead here. Look to build on it now. Lilo has to retreat quickly, but has Tally Bird on that back line to go ahead and defend. Bella able to intercept that ball before the pre-jump by a Lems was able to be found in the back of their own net. Kate now to the sidewall. No boost. Leaves it to Emmy. Emmy keeps it central. A Lems. Big boom downfield. Big clear out into the hands of Lilo. Lilo trying to go ceiling into the backboard. A Lems right back center. Kate in the back of the net. Awkward. Looking for the dunk. Could not find the timing there. Tally Bird off the sidewall. Pressure cooker is turned on for Really Chill Team. They are living in this orange half.
Lilo gonna try and find something in the middle, but Kate was waiting patiently. Lem's now looking for the corner read. The confidence mechanically on defense has been a game changer for this blue side as they continue to find the sidewall reads they need to, the back passes they need to. They know when to fake. They know when to bang the ball away. They know when to full court air dribble like a Lems will try to do right there, but now it's gonna leave Lilo in an awkward spot. That ball will find its way through two, and Kate unfortunately cannot find any luck to get any sort of read or maybe a bump back into it. I don't know what you would ask for in that situation, but no matter what, you're not gonna find it.
I think what you would ideally ask for is a teammate, but no one on the side of Team 62 wanted to push up and help make that a team play effort. They thought that that was just going to be signed, sealed, delivered by Kate. But it turns into now pressure again, going the opposite way. Opening half has eclipsed. Tally Bird was looking for a backboard play for themselves there. They put a shot on target instead, and Bella own goals off the bounce from the post.
Oh no. I feel like there should be a moment of silence That just is so unlucky, so unfortunate. Bella had to jump. I mean, I would have thought it was in too. And then off the post, it bangs off your hood, and I guess so be it. As we reach kind of halftime here in game 4, it's going to take quite the comeback for Team 62.
And be quite the comeback needed indeed. And it may not be something that they have in the tanks just yet, but great shot there from Bella, saved away by Alems. Talibird off the ceiling, trying to go down below to Lilo. Kate and Emmy both wanted to go for that ball, but Kate quickly turns off of it. Talibird, solo play, low boost. Intercepted by Bella, but Alems right back on it off that side wall. Demo on Talibird. Gonna mean that this is a 2v3 right now. Numbers advantage for Team 62, but still not able to escape their own half. Emmy having a free flip and catch that one. Pop high, leaves it to Alems. Alems down below underneath Bella. Lilo looking for the cheeky shot down. Not able to find it. Emmy able to pinch that one through, trying to relieve some pressure, but Bird right back on the ball. Musty comes through. Bella saves that, almost gets dunked. Lilo was looking for the bump in net. Alems cleanup shot a bit too late and a bit too far wide right. They're able to grab the boost and turn right back around on this one. Flip reset, gets a center, denied by Emmy, and the defense from Team 62 starting to come out, but the offense is unrelenting by Really Chill Team.
Boost battle that Really Chill Team is dominating has been the storyline in every series that they've played. But speaking of storylines, Team 62, they found demos in the game. They were able to clutch out and make it to this point. I would imagine if you're going to find a chance here, you're going to need to see a few. Bella can't find a touch with limited boost. Emmy has to try and rush on this play, but will not for the time being. 45 seconds left, not a lot of boost to work with. Bella will grab what was the side, and Kay has a shot on net. Lilo by themselves will find the touch needed. Talibird looking to clear and give the blue side some room. Reset off the ceiling, back to Talibird, will not be found. 30 seconds left, dying breaths here for Team 62.
Lem's trying to line up the dagger, couldn't find Lilo down below. This might be a breakaway here for Team 62 and be a last second effort to try to extend the series. No cleanup from Kate. They're gonna just go ahead and rotate back through that midfield line. Alems using their own half, leaves it up down below, but a demo on the back line means Alems no boost, can't get dunked there. And oh, it's just off the crossbar. And as time ticks down, it's going to be a sweep on the scorecard for Really Chill Team to go back to back here for the Thrive Ascendant Series #2.
Wow. I mean, hey, look, the title got to take a little walk. It got to go outside, but at the end of the day, it's coming right back home to where it was after the first one. And I hate saying it, but it was without a sweat. We had a game 7 last time, and I said I worried that if Team 62 got the win in losers finals, were they going to have enough gas to survive a game advantage best of 7? We got our answer, I would say 4 times over.
Yeah, I mean, GG's, I mean, especially to Team 62, you have played a lot of Rocket League today. And so to persevere and even just keep those as close as they were, I feel like that's a huge W in the books. And on a different day where you're not having to play, back to back to back series that go the distance, we may see a different results, but here today we got a back-to-back champion and maybe a little dynasty foreman here. 2 out of 4 so far. I feel like that's a pretty good result as things roll through, and we've started to see some storylines and some rivalries possibly start to pop up as we're going to see these familiar faces for 2 more events. But overall, I'm more than excited with how this event wrapped up, and more than thrilled with how everything went. DJ, how we feeling about how things unfolded here today?
Mean, we got some great games. We had a lot of deciding matches. We had a lot of overtimes. I mean, look at losers bracket. Not a single sweep in losers, which is awesome to see. And so people, I feel like whenever I have been a part of the women's scenes and I've seen these events, people have not looked deep enough into the scene and just the value that it has. I was fortunate enough to be a girl gamer Atlanta in 2023, I believe it was, where I got to meet some of the amazing people who played in this tournament, like Courtney, like Bella, like Nessa, all of them. And this scene is just so much fun and so talented all at the same time. And this tournament reflected that, other than Grands, but unfortunately, that might just be the LM's effect.
Yeah, I feel like call it the Lemons effect, call it the Lilo effect. I feel like that team is just absolutely insane, man. But yeah, it like you said, this scene is so fun. I'm glad that we got to be a part of this event. that we got to see the games that we saw. Because I feel like you never have a bad series on broadcasts like these. They're always going the distance. They're having crazy goals. They're having weird chaos that ping pongs off of all six cars and then ends up in the opposite goal. It's just a lot of fun and a lot of chaos, and we love chaos in the booth.
Well, honestly, before I let you say your final words and then I'll wrap us up for the night, I must give a massive, massive thank you to Gamer Advantage. They are the incredible people who have put their faith in Thrive and put their faith in us to produce this incredible event for you. Gamer Advantage is the only clinically proven blue light glasses study by doctors to block blue light, reduce your eye strain, and improve sleep quality, even. And again, I got to name a few of these stats off. 98% of those surveyed users saw significant sleep improvement. 94 would wear them as everyday glasses, and 65% saw a reduction in headaches and migraines. And that right there, that's some pretty incredible stuff. And especially after the series today, I thought I was gonna have a headache if we went to 7. I need food in my system, and so just so that we can keep things moving here, Somber, I'll let you say your final words, then I'll wrap us up for the night.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, thank you to all the players coming out and putting on the best show that I could have asked for a Saturday. I couldn't have ever thought of a better way to spend my Saturday. Doing things like this is so fun. I would much prefer doing this over whatever else I would have planned, which probably would have just been kicking my feet up and watching The Office, because that's just what I do on my weekends. But doing this was just so much fun. I really appreciate all the players coming through. I appreciate Thrive for putting on an event like this in a scene that kind of desperately needs to have more consistency like this. And I just want to also thank Rocket Star for reaching out and getting us all set up.
Yeah, no, I mean, Rocket Star just hit me with the DM, hit you with the DM, and she just said, "Hey, you trying to get things moving?" I said, "Why not?" Right? Especially a scene as grateful and as appreciative as this side of things. Thrive has been incredible. I'm very, very grateful that they picked us. Somber, I haven't gotten to cast with you maybe ever in a hot minute, if that even. So
Yeah.
I'm glad that we got a chance to do this. It's been a great use of my Saturday. So last few words before we wrap up for the night. Thank you to Thrive. You can find Thrive just about everywhere that you look at We Thrive GG. Make sure you follow them here on Twitch. Make sure you go check out the Twitter. And as long as you do that and maybe join the Discord as well, if you got the time to do so, then you will always be in the know of what the team is cooking up next. Speaking of the team, once again, thank you to Rocket Star. Thank you to Techno. Thank you to Zektech, our incredible mod in chat. I saw Fire Leads working, and I believe I saw Rose as well, doing a great job throughout the entire day. We are extremely, extremely grateful for all the love that you've shown us. Congratulations to Team Nameless, or sorry, they were nameless. Really chill team now. So obviously, Lilo, Tallybird, Alems did a great job, very deserving. Also, big shout out to Bella, Kate, and Emmy as well for their run. And on that note, Somber, I don't think I got much else to say. So, no matter where you're watching from, no matter how much you've enjoyed today, we appreciate you stopping by. It's been Somber, and no matter where you're watching from, we hope you had a great morning, a good afternoon. But for us right here and DJ TJ, good night.